Sometimes men take matters into their own hands.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
As you guys know, it is Drunken Chat, son.
Well, here we go. Another show for It's Drunken Chat, son. Brought to you on the Mighty Mel V channel, done by the Comic Crusaders Network. I am your host, Chetland Greens and Cornbread, but today I'm going to be hosting for the very first time. Special guest, you guys have seen him in the freaking chat, but here he is, Sir Christopher the Great. How's it going, my brother?
What's happening, everybody?
Yeah, so Christopher Reed's been a long time patron of Drunken Chat, as well as the pull box and everything, and he has some really big ideas, some good things that he wanted to talk about. He's always been putting up some good input, helping me out. So we decided to go ahead and freaking bring him on in and freaking let him help out today and wrap it up, man. And we can't forget one of the other big pieces of Drunken Chat, Adam Smalley.
The butt plug connoisseur, yo.
Adam, what's up, man?
Candidate perversion. How y'all doing?
And we can't forget the fourth man. This
All
non-alcoholic beer is going to be called. It's Heineken. Heineken now makes a non-alcoholic beer. It's just weird because the bottle actually looks like a freaking seltzer. Let me go ahead and taste this.
Still doing the protest, eh?
Of course, until the man whose channel we were on
Hey, did you
decides
guys,
to fucking bring his bitch
did you guys
up on
check
my phone.
all this Taylor Swift stuff? Did you see it today? About her album, got the teasing Dazzler. I guess like on the last words on her album, she started, saying dazzling over and over again. I guess I don't know. I heard something about it.
I did not. That's the
Was
first
it
I'm
on the
hearing about
Fortnite
it.
song that she dropped today?
Yeah.
All I've heard so
Can't
far
think
is that was a big.
Oh shit! What channel it was?
Yeah, all I heard was that it was a big deal that she had dropped a double album out of nowhere, and then that's it. And then the Swifties were going crazy, and that's all I've heard so far. So, but when is the movie coming out? Do we know? Anybody actually know?
Deadpool 3?
Yeah.
July something.
So we got a
July,
fucking while, man.
I want to say 7th or 27th.
I think it's like around the 25th, maybe.
Oh yeah, so we got a while to go, man. I'm only concentrating on the stuff that's out now. It's like the Ungently Gentleman, the one with Cavill, guy who plays Superman. He's got a movie that's out this week, and the other big movie out this week was Abigail. Abigail was out this week, but that's not what everybody is really talking about, other than the Taylor Swift stuff, right? The Fallout series. Is even topping freaking X-Men. I know comic book people, we love freaking X-Men, but even higher than that, where everybody was talking, was actually the Fallout series and how good it was. And I think it was Thursday is when they got renewed for a second season. Really good stuff.
Already? Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the show was great overall. I mean, I want to say like through the entire thing, I was kind of like, what's going to happen next? But through it all, I think it was great. You know what I mean? The whole show from beginning to end, I'd say was damn near 10 out of 10, more like an 8.9 out of 10, But it everybody's talking about it since the whole thing dropped. Was it last week?
yeah, was it last week? I think it was last week. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, maybe. Because
Yeah,
I remember
last week,
last
I
week
think
you
they
had to catch
dropped
up on
it.
Fallout.
People have been putting out a lot of
They dropped
content,
it
just talking
Wednesday.
about it over stuff.
I think it was Wednesday, and they dropped it early too, by the way.
Well, all I know is that with I think they got what 5 games or something like that, and they're expecting another one, and so they've got these creators got nothing but content for days talking about what the heck's going on, their interpretation of the freaking show, man, and it's good. And I can tell you what, if this week, which has to have been my biggest week for toys, and people were just buying the crap out of Fallout toys, the Fallout statues, the figurines, and all that other stuff. So this is the first time that I can essentially say that toys outpace comics by like a freaking mile on my end. So that might be so. So it's kind of weird now that, and I think I saw in some other Reddit board that people were asking like, why the hell is there not a Fallout freaking comic? Sure, there's a graphic novel, right? But there should be a freaking comic that people can freaking go pick up or freaking collect. But there's just nothing like that, which is weird on its own. Looking at you, whatnot, because you guys want to throw up every freaking thing up to the freaking table.
I'll give
yeah,
that to whatnot. Those clown shoe motherfuckers.
yeah, somebody's got to go grab it. But in the meantime, I want to give a shout out to Eugene Inyong, DZ Comics and Spec, Wookie Fodder 80. Hey, what's going on? Patrick Bell, Raymond Cabacho, Daniel Berry from Sports Highlights, and just Tom. Yeah, I really do appreciate you guys for hanging out with us at so late at night. But I got lazy, didn't put the shit together till like really late. I was hoping I could get done by the top 10. Yeah, that wasn't happening. But Adam, how's it going, man? Freaking, have you decided yet? Are you going to C2E2 or not, man?
I'm not going to be at C2E2. I will be at Fan Expo Philly, though.
Okay. So here's what we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about some C2E2. We're going to talk about Free Comic Book Day, which is what,
Couple
maybe
weeks.
10, 12 days away. I got a couple of items for mail call. I got of course, we're going to do the FOC. We're going to let Sir Christopher pipe in, do his thing. And we also, of course, have a huge list for a new comic book day this coming Wednesday, which is, what's the date for next Wednesday? The 24th.
Yeah.
24th.
I think it'll be
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge day. There's a lot of good books that I see some value in. And it's kind of interesting that there was a bunch of because I was watching the top 10 earlier, and there was a lot more books on there than I thought there was. I did not think that this week was good at all. Fucking all, but sure enough, there was a bunch of top 10 books. So it's like, which is kind of interesting because the top 10 book, the number one book didn't even come out this week. It came out like a month ago or some shit like that. So that it's
That
all over.
McFarlane one per store.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Where you had it. It was one per store, but
Yeah,
you
this
had to
week
buy
was kind
25.
of
It was. I feel like people were reaching. Is what
yeah.
I'm
This
saying.
week was just kind of.
It can't be.
Yeah,
They can't be freaking
definitely,
top 10
because
fucking
even
blue books
that
every
Joshua
week.
Thwaites too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Those are books that we talk. Sometimes we talk about. Are you going to remember that book a year from now? Like, bitch, I don't even think I'm going to remember some of those books 3 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now. I was just like, okay, what the heck was that book? But
Yeah,
hey,
I
let's
couldn't believe they even had the first appearance of Deathbird on there either. I couldn't believe that either. I mean, isn't that a '90s book?
I was expecting that because from the last 2 days I got like 7 or 8 requests, more requests for that than other things that I've had in a while.
Really.
Anything related to X-Men right now, I'm doing really well with, especially the old school toys.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm just surprised anything out of the '90s is being sought after right now. You know what I mean? I mean, it's so much of that stuff out there right now. It's just ridiculous, So, but I mean, hey, if if people want it, it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to give a shout out to Fight and Code Names. It says you kill it every week. And Joshua Vincent, he says literally just came back from the bar, and he's drunk listening to guys as he drifts off. Awesome.
Drink,
Um,
drink.
okay, so this week, just very quickly on the freaking business stuff, and this is some very interesting stuff. Um, Disney dropped down, right? We already knew they were going to drop down because of the stuff going on in the business world, blah blah blah. But there was some other interesting stuff that came out. Um, Amazon, they're doing weirdly. They were weirdly down as well, which is weird because they've got some good stuff happening with some of their stuff. Um, but we have no clue of why their stuff went down. But it looks like they're not even alone, right? Apple went down. They were at 210 just a year ago. Now they're down to like one. They were down to like 168 this week. Um, Meta, I know why they're down. Nobody that those crazy ass
Fuck Meta.
vision. Well, those Pro Vision glasses that cost like $3,500. A whole bunch of people returned those, and nobody cared about what they freaking built after that. Um, Paramount's up because they're just spending some money to either be bought or they're going to buy some money, but that's whatever. So here's where it gets interesting for Disney is that Forbes actually came out with an article, um, and what they were talking about was how Disney calculates revenue, right? So headline says, "Hey, Disney Star Wars box office profits failed to cover the cost by Lucasfilm." Um, the common number that people think is out there is they think they bought it for 4 billion. That's a trash freaking number. That's not how much they bought it for. But in the other hand, people have been quoting these other crazy ass numbers that they pulled from this presentation. The presentation that they pulled um, it was something that Disney put out because I've been talking about this fight that they've been having with these guys that have been trying to take over the company, Blackwell and Trion, and they've been fighting with these guys. So they say, "Hey, we've been profitable. Everything we've touched has been freaking gold. And if you look at our ROI, we've made almost 3 times off of our ROI. Stand by, freaking pop ups. Well, Forbes looked into it and they looked at the presentation. I've looked at the presentation. I didn't catch it, but they said, "Hey, Disney is faking the funk on these fucking numbers, right?" They said they were using revenue versus return on investment. So revenue would be like, hey, I made $2.8 billion for a freaking movie, and they were using that versus hey, it cost me $4 billion to make this freaking movie. Therefore, I'm actually losing $2 billion on this freaking movie. They were doing weird stuff with freaking numbers for that. And the problem with that is that a lot of the shareholders were voting for Disney based off that ROI. They were like, "Oh, the ROI isn't that freaking bad." And everything. Well, we got to see if the SEC is going to do anything about that because those are freaking dirty numbers. Now, knowing that, now everybody's got the shareholders have now got their eyepiece all over this bad thing of numbers. That means that Disney might have to break off some pieces that they're losing money on. Number one is freaking Star Wars. They're definitely losing money off of that. What I don't like that's happening right now is a lot of the content creators that don't understand what's happening with this fight have been saying, "Oh, it's because of Kathleen Kennedy and her wokeness freaking agenda." Maybe, right? It's because a lot of the stuff they did was prior to the Mandalorian, right? They put a whole bunch of stuff together before Mandalorian, and the Mandalorian with the baby Grogu was the thing that pointed people back. Like my wife had no idea what the heck She understood what Star Wars was, and she didn't give a fuck about it until you had the Mandalorian and the freaking baby, and then she was like, "Oh, well, let me go ahead and watch the other stuff and see if she understands it." And now she's cool with it.
The other
Problem
stuff
is,
just the other stuff just plain simply sucked monkey balls.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
it
your
was that
opinion.
last trilogy that just killed
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
and
just
I mean, look, I mean, it's I can say the stuff is not for everybody or it's accessible to everybody unless you got somebody like Grogu to kind of, okay, this is where this fits in this world. This is where this fits in the world, and everybody kind of understands Darth Vader as the bad guy.
He's
But
not
unless
God, man.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, it's like
yeah,
if you go back to that trilogy, I mean, if you're a real Star Wars fan and you look at some of the things that they did, it was just it threw a lot of people off because you have a lot of diehard fans out here that just rock, rock with Star Wars to the core. But the things that they were doing in the show, it was just like, okay, well, we've seen this before. How can you be a force ghost and you're able to move objects in the real world? You know what I mean? So it was a lot of things that they were doing that they had never done before. So it threw a lot of us off. So I think that kind of killed it too.
that's true. That's true. In the chat, Josh is saying that the Tesla recall is killing him. Um, for those that don't understand, all the Tesla Cybertrucks have been recalled. Like 100,000 of them have been recalled due to the fact that there's a weird pedal issue that could cause the whole fucking thing to catch on fucking fire. So people were like, yeah, they're freaking bailing on Tesla right now. You got Sir Christopher on somewhere. Ultra Maximus head is exploding. Well, your head he's got to come on. He's got to come on for his head to explode. Yeah. So maybe we will get lucky and this will sell Star Wars. Well, the question is, who are they going to sell to? Um, I would like to see them sell it to maybe not Paramount, not Paramount, but maybe Comcast, because right now Comcast is kind of on a roll right now. Do they have enough money to do that? Fuck no. Not fuck no, but they've got the right people. They're on a freaking roll right now. Because Comcast, for those that don't know, Comcast owns Universal. So if you look at what Universal has been putting over the last year, they've been doing absolutely phenomenal. Second to only A24 right now. A24 is an indie freaking film joint that's killing it right now. Civil War, which came out last week, was phenomenal. Great stuff. Um, and then it says sell Star Wars and they keep the
Yeah,
rights so they can still
did you
do their work.
you went to go see that yet?
Yes, I went to see it last week and it was really good, man.
Civil War?
Civil War was really good. The sound design was absolutely fantastic. Um, do if you have a chance, do not scrimp out on the type of theater you go to. If you want to go see that, if you can see that at IMAX, go see that at IMAX. Even if you have you can see that at AMC, and they have it on the Big D theater, which is like a bigger
Yeah,
screen, but like really tuned in
that
speakers.
DLX.
That's where yeah, you need to go see it in that because it shakes the whole freaking room. Plus, it vibrates the freaking the floor, right? And the sound design makes it so that everything's fucking moving. The shit was so freaking accurate that so when me and my wife sit in the theater, we just like this railing that's right there, right in front of us, right? Because I don't like people in front of I don't like people in front of us because they like to move all the way back, and I don't like people back. So just we got this little areas for ourselves. The shit was so accurate that motherfuckers were shooting in the fucking film, and we had our feet on the fucking railing, and it felt like the bullets were hitting the fucking railing. So we fucking jumped and got our fucking feet off the fucking railing, and then soon enough, shit was fucking going off. Motherfuckers was just unloading the fucking clip, and we were just doing like this, just fucking duck because the shit was coming out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
And
see, I gotta check
yeah,
that out.
yeah, people are gonna say, well, the fucking narrative is
Now,
kind
I
of
heard
fucking weird.
mixed reviews on it. So,
Yeah, yeah, just go there, turn the fucking brain off. You're not there. You're not because people are looking for there's military people in there and there's fucking so there's got to be a fucking message. Shut the fuck up. You're not there to fucking message. You're
Why
there
does
for the
every
fucking
movie
action.
need to have a messy anyway?
Because
yeah.
that's the day where every
Just
every
can't people
fucking
just
movie,
be entertained anymore?
yeah every
People
every
just can't
movie
be broke.
yeah
Everything has to have a message. We have to have like like intellectual enemas up our assholes because no one can just enjoy something for being enjoyed anymore. Go fuck yourselves.
Well, I do not know necessarily. I agree that if you want to go for a message, go somewhere else, right? This is not. This is one. This is a movie where each of the characters they represent something, and that something is going to go through a hell of a fucking trip, and you're not going to get the answers that you fucking want. You're going to fucking. You might have a few fucking questions, and it acknowledges that you're going to have some questions, and it just says "fuck you." Plain and
All right,
simple.
so I heard it was like
Yeah,
kind of from a perspective of a news reporter, like as if they were going to, I guess, inquire about what was really taking place, and then they get caught up in the drama.
right. So there's so the
So
right.
that's
So
what
there.
made
So
me
yeah. The
interested in going to see it, from the beginning,
right.
because we watch all those type of Middle East documentaries all the time.
Right. So these. So yeah. So these are wartime reporters, right? And the great thing that it did is it said, hey, um, it felt like what they said was, hey, Americans, we kind of have access to all this information and news, and we hear about stuff like war reporters getting killed, genocides freaking happening, rapes freaking happening, and the list goes on and on and on. And as Americans, we just kind of go shrug and we go, they shouldn't have fucking been there. Well, what it decides to do is take all that stuff that's been happening in places like Iraq, Afghanistan, Ukraine, freaking Sudan. It takes all those little things that people are shrugging their shoulders at, and it puts it over an American landscape. It says, "See, this is what it will look like if it happened here."
Oh
And then
yeah,
it fucking
I'm
just
definitely
just
interested
rolls
in
out with it.
now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
what's
definitely.
crazy? How
Mhm.
how what's going on in the world right now? How we were looking at the stocks earlier, but a lot of people are panicking right now. With what's going on the actual world stage. So I think that's another reason why a lot of things are down. But if a film can give you that type of perspective, then I'm definitely gonna go check it out.
Right.
So
And yes, and you're not going to come out any freaking smarter. You're not going to come out with any new political freaking people. I've talked to other people and they said, "Well, I've had to think about it for a few days, and I'm still thinking." I was like, "Yeah, yeah, that's so like yeah, that's what it's like to be in those type of situations, man." If when we say hey, Americans need to get it out more, get out of their own country more to appreciate, the safety of which they are, this is one of those this is one of those movies that says, yeah, you motherfuckers are lucky, right? Uh, let's see if they sell the Star Wars to Comcast, I'm dropping Disney Plus, of course. I mean, what else? What else is there to watch Disney
eclectic
Plus
shit
for? I
right
mean,
now, so it's right up
yeah,
my.
Uh,
yeah.
Still got the Marvel stuff on Disney Plus.
Sorry, fucking money is fucking streaming now. How much do you think Disney regrets making the entire Star Wars land in Hollywood studios after the sequel trilogy that could be the biggest mess up in the history? Well, so they didn't make the entire Star Wars thing in Hollywood. They actually made quite a few projects in the UK because they were getting some of the tax credits. UK has been trying to for a long time to give a lot of tax credits in order to lure a lot of these projects out of Hollywood and over there, right? So I don't know if they regret it. I think well I will say is that with the all these strikes that did happen, they do regret letting that freaking happen. I do think that they wanted to diversify a lot of their production to other fucking countries that they were not going to have all these weird strike problems to have more leverage inside of these negotiations. And that what makes more sense because when you think about it, I could go down the list of a bunch of stars, like headlining stars that are actually from UK and not from here. Sure, we've got a lot of great freaking talent here and comedians here that are great to be co-stars, but some of these headliner stars are from somewhere else. Dick
Yeah,
Speech
half
One
the
says,
stars
"Wait,
in the MCU are from Britain.
Yep.
Tom Holland,
and
right?
Two
Yeah.
thirds.
you know, like the majority of them, I would think are from Britain. And they had a little rumor going on right now that they were supposed to be pushing up X-Men. All right. So apparently the little rumor right now is that they're gonna start shooting X-Men prior to Secret Wars. So I think beginning of filming they said is fourth quarter next year, but it's
Mm.
supposed to take place in the UK.
It makes
Yeah, I
sense.
heard that too. I'm still hearing the rumor about that. We're not going to get Secret Wars. We're going to be getting X-Men versus Avengers.
Yeah. A Chad Cave has a request, Adam, that you please do not say F diversity.
I never said F diversity.
Yeah. you know, and so that has been something that has been brought up, and I've brought it up before that I think I've heard Bob Iger agrees with me, is that they are so awkwardly trying to march and make sure that the diversity freaking thing checks all the freaking boxes at the expense of an actual narrative.
I'm an equal opportunity guy, seeker of titties.
Right? Yeah, but
Tits, white tits,
the
tits
the
from
reason
Mars.
the reason why Nelson Petz was a ridiculous freaking character is he said, "Why do I have to have an all black freaking movie? Why do I have to have an all woman movie?" I'm like, wait, you're talking about Black Panther that was set in freaking Wakanda, which is set in Africa, and it didn't even have all black. It was just an African freaking movie set in Africa. The all woman
Like,
joint was about the Marvel.
wasn't there like a Marvel's movie with 3 bitches in it? I remember that.
I would not refer to the
Well, I
actress that
mean,
plays Kamala as a bitch.
No, no,
I would not do that.
two beautiful females and 1 bitch. Brie Larson. There, I said it.
Now they did try to recuperate her personality, right? Despite the crazy stuff that she said that made people not able to enjoy her acting after that. So let's see what happens after that, man. 4 or 5 weeks, I thought I heard someone say that. Wikipedia says he thinks he heard Adam said you said afterversity and make a fucking movie. So you're really getting on you, man.
I didn't say fuck. I fuck every. I like.
Well,
I'm equal opportunity, man.
yeah.
I never said fuck diversity. Because
Yeah.
I like girls with white vaginas, black vaginas, Hispanic vaginas. If you're from Mars and you've got a beautiful ass, I will let you in my house. It'll be all amazing, man. I never said fuck diversity, man.
What about trans vaginas?
Why not?
Okay, you heard it here first.
oh man. Hey. Hey man, it's nothing wrong with your sexuality, but let's keep that a little under wraps, all right?
Yes, sir.
Hey.
I'm just being fair, so no one wants to get the cancel pigs after me.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and try and get into some of the comic book stuff. And once again, we'll bounce back and forth in between these different freaking topics. Here is some mail call. I got this freaking email maybe a couple days ago that said, "Hey, reminder that the free comic book day products are to be held on till May 4th." I think the Marvel ones and the other ones, I think they're May 2nd, but this is for DC. They're going to May 4th. But I did get something from, like, I got the boxes and they got stickers all over them. Do not release the free comic book day and everything. So we got to be careful. And I think I actually mistakenly, we can already sent a couple packages out.
Yeah,
But
I got a
yeah,
hold of Blood Hunt already too. Blood Hunt and that Ultimate Spider-Man, right?
mhm.
I mean, people have them all over eBay for sale right now. So the only thing that I want to know is what's on the inside of that Ultimate Spider-Man. Because I mean, I got 50 of them coming, and I want to know, what's going on in it. Because I heard kind of mixed reviews with it too.
I haven't opened them up because people have been buying them from me in like bundles. I just been sending them out for like fucking bundles. Did you order the bundles for me or did you get them from somebody else? All right, so we got
Right
Batman from
now, I just have it come from my old shop, but I mean, if you have bundles, I need some.
oh,
I'm
I can
more
definitely get.
interested in this absolute power foil. I heard that they said that they supposedly waited 25 years or something like that to release that. Is if
I'm
that's
not
the
sure
one,
about
because I,
that.
I know they were talking about it in the
Yeah,
shop.
that's
So
yeah, that's what I think I heard too.
yeah,
The one I ordered, the one I bought a couple extra bundles also was the Intercon Universe.
The Energon universe, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, that's gonna be a good one. And I hear there's gonna be a first in the Turtles. Night Watcher
Really.
first appearance or something like that.
yeah, that's what I was hearing
And
too.
the
That's why people have been buying the shit out of them from me.
the only one that
And
I'm curious about is the voices on the main cover, right? When you see Spider-Man India, right? The last time that he had like a suit upgrade was back in his last run on that white cover. I can't remember who did it right now. But if you
okay,
look at the cover of Voices, he has a brand new suit yet again. So
okay,
I'm curious about that Voices too.
Roger. So stand by, and because I do have those covers lined up, we'll get to take a look at them later. But going on with the mail call now, this one was for Image, I believe. Yeah, Image and Boom, or was it just Boom? Yeah, just Boom Studios. It says, "Hey, don't miss checking your orders for Uncanny Valley #2. Something is killing the children #37 this week as well." And it said, "Has a reminder: if you order 20 copies of each Uncanny Valley #1 through 5, you will unlock the one per store, and that is going to be the first comic book print of Steamboat Willie on the freaking cover." Um, Again, because Disney freaking lost the freaking license for it or the IP for it, so they got to print it. But here's the interesting thing, right? Boom Studios, people forget Boom Studios is owned by Disney. So they're going to print
Oh,
a freaking out of print comic book character, first time in a while, under Boom Studios, which is actually owned by Disney. So that kind of resets everything, print wise, anyways. Um, it says you unlock a one per store variant of issue #6. Uncanny Valley series for the Uncanny Valley series. Any orders for an Uncanny Valley #1 second print also qualify for the special variant cover. Now we're going to talk about another book. Similarly, on another very exclusive variant that only unlocks if you order 100 copies each. Talk about copies issues 36 through 40. You got to order 100 copies of 36, 100 copies of 37, 100 copies of 38, and so on and so on. To receive the ability to order a one per store, Something is Killing the Children Secret Series. And this incentive cover will be appear to be on an announced Something is Killing the Children that you can't afford to miss. So I was like, oh, how did I freaking miss that? So went back to go, hey, let me go ahead and start to order 100 of issue #36. And guess what? Issue #36 is sold out right now. So if you got this email and you wanted to go back and start freaking getting to qualify for this, you can't. You can't even. You're fucked. So that's going to be an interesting thing that I don't think that as many stores are going to be able to qualify for this Something That's Killing the Children Secret Series as we think it will. And then lastly, they're excited to reveal the FOC cover for Man's Best Friend, Man's Best issue #3 with the Jung Jin Yoon cover that I have on the right hand side.
I like it.
Now, yeah,
I mean, it's all right. That I don't know what's up with this series. I just know that that #2 was one of the hardest fucking books for me to find in a while. That one in,
really.
I think it was like a 1 in 20. Dude, I couldn't find that shit to save my life. I mean, they were gone for a hot
Mm.
second. I didn't see any solicited on eBay nowhere.
Oh, damn. I
Yeah,
probably
I didn't
people
even catch
people
it until
people
you know,
might they
the
may
normal
not have
store
ordered
popped
it.
up with it, but that was it.
I mean, stores might not have
Yeah.
ordered it. Let's see, man's
Yeah, but I
issue
mean,
number
I saw a lot
2.
of people order issue 1. I saw, I saw selling pretty well out of the local shop here. So, when I actually caught wind of it and I saw Gonzalez had a variant on it, I of course I went to go look for it. So, it's just dude, it was ridiculous to find. Yeah, that shit was hard to find. And Saving Grace, the story that we always go to sometimes, but dude, otherwise I couldn't find that cover worth shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna give a shout out to T Jones and Brittany Hendricks. She's saying that she really needs to get that something that's killing their children. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see because I don't think people are going to pick up on it. I really don't. I haven't heard anybody else freaking talk about it, and I think a lot of people like me haven't read any of those past emails that was talking about it. All right, now you asked me about this last week when we were in the chat. C2ET covers for 2024. Let's get into some of the exclusives. Um, Now some of this stuff is they got all types of stuff, right? They're gonna have toys, statues, and everything. So, for instance, Funko.com, they've got a few, but they're also offering a bundle for $340 where you will get one of each shared exclusive and only need to add that to the cart. Um, and it's going to be released 4/26, so in 6 days, and you'll be able to get them. Otherwise, you're going to just have to be there, and you could probably get them from whatever booth they're at. And then this one I actually kind of like. This is the Werewolf by Night from that one shot that they had on Disney Plus. It's like a little figure. It's done by
Oh,
Salt
nice.
Vinyl. It's a Mondo exclusive. It looks actually pretty gnarly though.
Yeah, it is.
You were saying
That's
something,
pretty
Adam?
sick. I like that.
Yeah, I may have to snag that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's called the C2E2 Werewolf by Night Designer Soft Vinyl Pen and Ink variant. And also, they're going to have a Amazing Fantasy number 15 repro poster designed by Jack Kirby. And then they're also going to have a Batman The Adventures Continue number 1 repro poster designed by Dave Johnson.
Nice.
Comic Inspiration is going to have a White Widow number 5 Psylocke cosplay C2E2 exclusive. Um, the trade
Okay.
is the trade exclusives. The trade exclusives is going to be limited to 70. Virgin exclusives is going to be limited to 90. They're also going to have a SketchUp exclusive limited to 40, but then they also are going to have a metal exclusive limited to 20, which is going to go for $59.99 each. So, it's okay. It's okay, but I think there's
Yeah,
definitely going to be some people that are going to like it. This one's
yeah.
the
I think
artist
it'll
done
be a
by
rarity
James
buy.
Gunn.
That'll be about it. Because I mean, it's very meh, but for rarity, it's great.
Yeah, it's very it's giving. I want to be J. Scott Campbell so bad, but I just can't. I just can't get there. I just can't do it. Just can't get there. You know what I mean? And then Sleeping Giants has some 2024 exclusives. They've got and I think they're actually sharing some of these with some other stores. The Star Wars Darth Maul, Black, White, and Red, number 1 by Felipe Musafira. X-Men 97, number 1, Virgin Foil, Tyler Kirkham. X-Men number 33, Phoenix Virgin, David Nakayama. David Nakayama is also going to have a foil version of that, but it's her with the red freaking suit on. Wolverine 47 has a landscape by Mako Sayan, Virgin. And then Rise of the Powers of X number 4, landscape, Carrie Andrews, Virgin variant. They all look pretty damn good, but apparently, was the Sleeping Giants is going to offer a 6-pack exclusive deal and I don't see them. Yeah, I don't see a price for it right now. But yeah, they're saying that there's a 6-pack exclusive. Apparently, they're going to only have 50 packs. Um, so they all look good. So just saying.
Yeah, that Nakayama is off the chain.
Yeah, I just don't
I
know
mean,
which one I
I'm not
prefer, the
gonna lie.
green or
The
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 red.
foil is probably
Gonna
the
be
one that's gonna
amazing.
pop for me.
Yeah.
Even the Miko's Bien, that
Oops.
version down there is not that bad either.
That X-Men 97 wouldn't be bad
We're
for
all good on
Syndicate
this one.
Spears for the
What's
voice cast.
you already flashed something I'm curious about.
Yeah. This gent named Illus Illuminati. This might be. Oh no, forget that. Comic Mint. Is going to have some Shannon Mayer exclusives for Cult of Dracula #6. Virgin variant limited to 300 copies. It's also going to include a Red Sonja Holiday Special Version limited to 500 copies. Each book is going to cost $30 each. And blah blah blah. Actually, I think this one is already out. Let me keep going. Captured Collectibles has a whole bunch of these. They've got exclusive for Feral, World Tree, Vampirella, Thundercats. The list goes on and on. And they look really good, but I just don't see the prices for them. So it's Capture Collectibles and No Mas Comics. It's got this stuff. So today they're saying today is the day of locking your C2 E2 Cap Nam box tonight at 6 p.m. That was a week ago. So you can go to nomascomics.com. It says you get all 16 C2E2 exclusives plus 3 additional unreleased exclusives for free, which is a $450 value for $300. It also says don't miss out on an opportunity to win a free 9.8 C2C slab signed by Hayden Christensen. It says the boxes are limited to 100. 50 boxes will be on a Noma's comic site, and then 50 boxes will be on a Captured Collectibles site.
I can just go to Fan Expo in Philly and just spend 200 or something bucks and get it signed by Hayden Christensen myself.
Yeah.
You can go get it graded.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, Adam, if you like Tetas, the World Tree one is just up your alley. It looks pretty
True
damn
that. True
good.
that.
The problem is that the covers look fantastic. They look freaking great. I just haven't freaking read it yet. I think I've skimmed through #1, but I haven't sat down and read any of the series since then.
Yeah,
So
my lady, she read, I think I was 1 through 6, and she said it's phenomenal. She said it's one of the best indies she's read in a while.
Excuse
So
me,
I,
which
I
one?
haven't
World Tree?
started it yet, but it's she said it's really good.
right. So maybe it's so the problem with some of these off indie freaking books is that the script for the book could be phenomenal, but they just haven't done anything with it yet. Like for instance, Nice House on the Lake. Great freaking book, great freaking start to the freaking book. But now that nobody's paying attention and nobody's talked about any type of adaptation or anything like that, nobody freaking cares about or freaking read these books. So it's a damn shame. Hey, want to give a shout out to Mojo Pin
Yeah, I
and
think it's
John
coming though.
S.
Mojo, what's up, brother?
I wouldn't be
See, John
surprised if somebody does pick it up.
John S is saying this is old. This is from a week ago. This is from a week ago when they put this out, and it says April 26th to the 28th. So I don't know whether they had it out before, but this is what they just advertised it. And then they've also got this Something is Killing the Children issue number 36, going for $25. I'm trying to see who the artist is. Oh, Tiago da Silva, big as lights in front of my freaking eyes. Um, it's okay. It's okay. It's not $25 freaking good though. I can tell you that. And then the Comic Mint has got a bunch of books. Amazing Spider-Man number 48, Wu Chu Lee, Edge of Spider-Verse number 1, Nicoletta Baldari, Poison Ivy number 21, Natalie Sanders, Detective Comics number 411, Wu Chu Lee. The one that I've seen a lot of people have interest in is this one, The Deadpool number 1 by Greg Horn. This
Yep.
one's supposed to be limited to 400, with Gwenpool on the freaking cover. And where's she going? I thought, did she die or something at some point?
No.
But she just kind of
No, she's not dead.
disappeared into the. She just disappeared into another region. We haven't heard from her since. But yeah, that's one I think people are going to be interested in. Or actually have been interested in. So we'll see. Um, then there's a Do You Poo book by Merritt Michaels, a blood variant for Vampirella 668, David Sanchez. This one actually looks pretty good, but it's weird because it has a gun honey look, but then they put a manga hentai type face on her, and it's I don't like it. I don't fucking like it. But we'll see how that does. Power Rangers number 1 by Mel Minton, $20, limited to $200. Spectrograph number 1, never even heard of that one. Gargoyle's Quest number 1, $10 by Mel Minton, and then there's a Dawn Runner number 1 book. So this one is Bird City. Bird City's got a bunch of them. Catwoman number 64. If you guys remember that Souza Micah, Souza Micah, she's got a foil that's coming out for C2E2. The one where she's crawling over freaking diamonds to get a ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a freaking hit back in the day. I think it kind of fell off because people forgot about the freaking book, or people were like, she put out too much stuff. But here it is. Bird City is going to put out a foil for this one. This is Chad Cave is saying that ain't Bird City. Possible. Well, I do know that they're offering it on their freaking
I
their
definitely
site.
think that's Bird City because I
Yeah, they
saw
offer it on their site.
the Batgirl covers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For instance, this Harley Quinn number 39, Souza Micah, C2E2. That one's on the Bird City site. And these are
Of course, you got the. I know they had the two Batgirls, the Middleton and the
Yeah,
Derek
the
Chair.
Batgirls.
yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because the Middleton and the Chew are both foils. The Frisian was the only one not, but I did pick up a Frisian. So, but
Yeah.
I think this new, I don't want to say template she has going on, but whatever it is, this little style that she just changed up. I mean, everything that I've seen so far from Frisian has just been crazy. I just saw Vampirella 2, crazy,
Mhm.
and she has a Zatanna coming out too. That is also crazy.
I still think that her Ghost Spider is the her best book of the year so far.
Right.
Yeah,
The Spider
Besides,
one that's coming out.
yeah, because it's going for like what 150, 200 now
Something like that.
already. Yeah,
Yep. That was like the 1 in
'Cause
100
it's-
because there was also the open order version of it as well.
yeah.
Man.
But that hasn't really popped yet. But I think
And,
that's going to be a nice long-term hold.
Did you see the Scarlet Witch yet? Because she also has a Scarlet Witch. That's a one.
I did not see the Scarlet Witch yet.
Yeah, that Scarlet Witch is going to be popping too. That's going to be another $150, $200 book already.
All right, I'll have to go to eBay because I missed that one.
But I was just curious, like why they made Chew and Middleton's covers foil, but not the Frisian. I mean, are they going to save the Frisian for the actual
Something
weekend
else.
of C2E2 or what?
They'll save that for next year probably.
Yeah, that's ridiculous because I was like, man, how do they got to foil these two and not the one that you actually, I'm not saying I don't want the other two, but the one I was after was definitely that Frisian.
I guess we'll see, man. But they look good. $45 for Milton foil. I can see that. I'm not $35 for the Jenny Frizen.
They had a deal that
Is
the
for it not to be
more of them
for.
that you get, the cheaper they get. So I think it got down to as cheap as like 20 something bucks, like 20 $23 or something like that, 26 between there.
Yeah, $25 for a Derek Chew foil. I can see that. Okay, here we go. I think we had talked about this earlier before, but yeah, this is one of the other stores that is sharing this Darth Maul Black, White, and Red #1 foil, Virgin exclusive by Felipe Musafira. Unknown has got it as well, and that is that. Let's go ahead and take a quick 23-second break, and then we're going to go into some of the. Why do I have some of the free comic books? Oh yeah, we're going to talk about the free comic book day books that are coming out. Stand by.
I'll be right back.
Hi, everyone. It's Nicole Maines. I am here to tell you that my new young adult graphic novel, Bad Dream, A Dreamer's Story, illustrated by the incomparable Rai Hickman, is on sale now. So hurry over to your local comic book shop and go pick it up. Trust me, it's there waiting for you.
All right, that was Nicholas Maines for Bad Dreams or Best Dreams. All right, now what we're going to do is going to start talking about some of the free comic book day. We already started talking about it a little bit, about the ones that you said that you wanted. We're going to go through some of these quickly, slow down a little bit toward the ones that I think people actually wanting. There are some toys as well as freaking comic books and blankets and toys and all this weird stuff. But Archie represents the Cursed Library, Prelude. Overstreet Guide is doing another freaking comic book day. Romeo versus Juliet. I'm kind of interested to see what's going on with this one. But the fact that Romeo's got a freaking gun kind of freaking turns me off. Ultra Duck. I don't know what's going on with ducks this year, but I've seen a whole bunch of ducks across different freaking books. Unico Awakening. Investigators. Asterix Cannibal looks pretty good. In fact, says free comic book day Cannibal. This is a Blaze manga. It says it is streaming now on Hulu.
Okay.
Cannibal. Never heard of this freaking show, so I'm gonna have to follow up on this one to see
Yeah, I
what
don't
the fuck
think
is
I've
going on
seen
with
that
that.
either.
In fact, let me take a quick second to see what the fuck is going on with the Cannibal. Cannibal, it was TV series 2022. Huh. So it looks like it was maybe a Korean joint or something like that.
Okay.
No, it says Japan, so it's definitely Japanese. Oh man,
I
let's see.
wonder if
What
they'll
to
have the
watch.
book in manga format, because every free comic book day year, I kind of go for the ones that all have the spines to the right, and I've noticed that a lot of places don't really order those, so they seem to be hard to get a couple of years later. I think maybe a year or two ago it was that, what was it, Cthulhu X or something like that, that one, and it was Shaman King. And I think it was a couple other ones, but the spines on the comic are on the right like a manga. So I wonder if that's going to be another one of those.
Yeah.
That's
Da, da,
one I
da.
totally
It was
missed.
actually a Disney Plus series for a little while. It looks like,
Oh boy.
and then there's going to be a season 2. Yeah, season 2 is coming out in 2024. So it's a thing now, I guess. All right, let's keep going. Stoopy, Beagle Scout Adventures, Union Crush, Tons of Strange. No, it's not what you think, Adam. The one that I'm going to keep my
Yeah.
eye on is this one. It's Encanto. This is Encanto's first time in a comic book form. They probably had fucking books, but this is the first time it's going to be in comic book form. There's this one, and I'm not sure if it's in the same book or in another book. There's one that's going to be about the red panda, in comic book form as well. Gotcha Man, Flash Gordon, the
Nice.
loud, the Loud House. People have been picking these up for me. Um, so interesting. And more interesting thing is this does not come in a bundle. You got to order these one by one. So that was definitely a different change. Lunchboxes, Deadpool blankets, Marvel voices, free comic book day.
Did you say Deadpool blankets?
Yes, and I bought one for my kids, and it's awesome. And I'm thinking about buying.
But,
There's a
but you,
Wolverine. There's a
can you still
Wolverine.
can you still get them?
Yes, there's a Deadpool blanket, and there's a Wolverine blanket. I'm thinking about getting the Wolverine blanket. So let me know, and I'll.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah. I'll email you sometime tomorrow.
Does it come in any type of special packaging?
No, just regular freaking plastic packaging.
All right, look, check it out.
Nothing.
You see
Yeah.
this voices, right? You see down here at the bottom, this Spider-Man India. That
Mhm.
should be a new suit because he just got a suit upgraded in the last miniseries where he had like I think it was white pants and it was a brand new suit because it was
Yeah,
the first cover appearance. You remember that?
yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
this is
that's
a
right.
brand new suit already.
Sometimes your shit gets ripped up. You gotta freaking go back to the old shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see they got Moon Girl on there. A little bit more growing up though. Oh.
Yeah.
Marvel, Spidey, Amazing Friends. Um, this is always like in a different universe. So all the characters they put in these little free comic book days, they're like new characters or they're versions of these characters but for a different freaking universe. Curse Diverse. I really love this freaking cover for I Lie Popeye, issue number one, and I just started paying attention to it today. And when I went to go freaking order it, it's already sold out, so I cannot reorder this motherfucker. Fuck. So I'm just gonna have to find some other freaking comic book shop that maybe freaking bought it because this doesn't. And the other thing is that this doesn't come in bundles either. It's a one
What
per.
the Popeye?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got a couple of places I can check for you. If they do want to sell it in packs or something, if you want it, and I'll just hit you up because I know a couple of places that I guess they said they ordered damn near all of them. So I'm pretty sure this one is gonna be there. So I'll
Yeah.
check for you this week.
Yeah.
It's coming up
Put an
week.
APB, put an APB out for this motherfucker. And just fucking buy that shit. Um, Street Fighter versus Final Fight. Dying Inside. This one is by Vault. Far Cry, Call the Herd. Hopefully not the. I don't believe this. No, this is not the first comic book appearance of Far Cry, which is a game. And then there's a little Harley Quinn statue. Pokemon
Nice.
Adventures. The Valiants. Also Ninja versus Roku. Johnny Quest has a freaking comic book coming out.
Yeah, that's a big one. I've heard people ask for that one already.
I'll have to check and see if that one's still available. Maleficent. Doctor Who, 15th Doctor, faces a fearsome new threat. Not the first comic book appearance. Conan, Battle of the Black Stone. This has so far been a fucking monster for me. Been selling the shit out of it, and I gotta check again if I can order some more. The One Piece. This is his first comic book appearance. He's had mangas, those thick ass fucking books. He's haven't had graphic novels, but this is first One Piece in a comic book form. And this one does not come in bundles. It comes as one piece. So if you see these in your local comic book shop, grab these. Because why? Because it's fucking free. should be free if you go to your freaking local comic book shop. Maybe, or maybe
Yeah, I'm
some of them
definitely
might be
on the
charged.
One Piece for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Dude,
One Piece
I'm not
holds
gonna
its
lie
own.
to you. This is another one of the ones that I was talking about with the spine that comes down the right. So
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure this is on the list. But have they confirmed that that's gonna be his first comic book appearance?
Man, brother, trust me, I'm all over this. This is his first, other than his first magazine appearance, which was Jump Shonen. This is
Yeah,
the first, and this is the first appearance of him in comic book form.
yeah, definitely. I gotta get a few of these in. That's almost as good as that uh Dragon Ball special that came out, first comic book appearance of Goku that's
Mm,
shot through the roof recently.
Oh yeah,
really?
that thing's a
It was
monster now.
Yeah, that thing is ridiculous, dude. I had it in my cart for like a couple of months, and I was just like, yeah, I'll get to it when I get to it. And then Akira Toriyama passed away. After that happened, dude, you can't
And
get
if you
that
look,
book.
his name on it blew up.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. And to think about it, nobody was paying attention to those prior because, um, like they had 9 8s and 9 6s up of it, and then as
Mhm.
soon as that happened, I mean, it's out of there now.
Yeah.
So this will probably be one just like it, compared to the One Punch Man, if you
I
remember that one.
Adam, Adam, how long have I been telling people to pay attention to this manga shit?
It's gonna be at least 2 years now, maybe longer,
And I said, and
maybe
what?
three, because we can even go back to when Nicholas Hart was on the show.
Mhm. And even
That's how long
maybe,
we've been preaching manga on
yeah, and it was
Drunken Chat,
right,
or
and it was
Sober Chat now, as it should be called.
yeah, and it was a couple years ago when I went to that Diamond Summit, and it was Baltimore. I think it was Baltimore,
Yeah, and that's at
and
least 2 years ago.
80% of that freaking summit, they were just talking about fucking manga and anime and how much they were going to freaking start pushing it. And I was like, okay, that's fucking great. But every time I went to their freaking tables, I said, great. But you understand that the people that are going to buy a shitload of your stuff don't want a fucking bunch of fucking huge ass manga books. We want fucking comic books. And it's 32 pages. That's all I fucking need. And I don't even freaking need it in a hardcover. Just print it out fucking cheap. And it looks like accidentally they're fucking listening to me. Um, in between, you talk about Dragon Ball Z, we're talking about fucking this One Piece shit, and then there's another one at the end of this list that people I don't think people are definitely freaking honing in on, but it was the biggest freaking thing that not only people have been buying from me, but people just went to my site to search for, and have been going to eBay to search for, and I'll get to that in a little bit. All right, here we go. Stories from the Atlas Comics Library. This one is with what's her name? Zuma? I want to
Zawa.
say Zawa. Yeah, Boombox 10th anniversary extravaganza. No, if it's free, go ahead and pick this one up and check it out because sometimes they tend to slip some like new first appearances in these. There's a free comic book day card. There's Hellboy, uh, Young Jedi Adventures. I'm very. I don't think this is the first appearance. I'm positive. I'm positive that this is not the first appearance of the one kid with the rock over his fucking head. Because I remember talking about that is an interesting character. Because what they do is when his people is when they're babies, they just drop them on this hostile planet, and if you live, you fucking live. That's it, right? If you die, you die, and that's it, right? And then what they usually do is there's all these freaking creatures, and then as babies, they gotta fucking fight the creature. Usually what they do is they fucking kill the fucking creature, they take the fucking skull, and they put it on this fucking head so they can fight its way out because it's kind of like an almost one of the hardest things to break on that fucking planet, and then they just wear it for the rest of their lives because if they don't wear that fucking helmet, they just want to kill everything. So I freaking love this fucking character.
Is it a
Not just
first
personally.
appearance of the little blue dude?
I don't know.
Because I don't
Don't
remember
know.
ever seeing him anywhere. Not even in Rebels or none of that shit. I haven't seen him anywhere.
I'm gonna have to research that after the show and see what the heck is going on with that. Because I think I've only had maybe like one person actually order this one. Because I literally only have like one stack. Let's see, I'm trying to see what his name is.
You know,
Yeah, I
Nubs.
always grab Star Wars.
Nubs. His name is fucking Nubs. Yeah, how could I forget Nubs?
That's the
Nubs.
rock helmet dude.
No, the blue dude, little blue dude, the rock helmet
The little
dude.
dude. But has he been in anything other than that? Because what
Let's see,
book
Lord
was
Thor.
the rock helmet dude in? Do you remember?
Yeah, I don't remember. Let's see, little blue dude. Where's Wookiee at, man? He's supposed to be the freaking. So I'm looking at the Nubs page, and they do not have. Ooh, the only comic book on here that they have listed for Nubs is the Free Comic Book Day.
interesting.
Yeah. See, that's why. So he probably has never been in anything else. So at least he's new, right? Or I'm wondering if well, you said he had been, so it's all good, dude. I just think the little blue dude has to be brand new. I don't think I've ever seen him before anywhere.
Yeah.
But there's another one too,
Yeah.
Star Wars. Pretty sure you got it lined up, but I want to know about that one too. If there was any solicitations for that one, right? The one with Luke and Vader,
Yes.
I think it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. Monster freaking High IDW celebrating 25 years. Witches of Brooklyn. Max Meow, Katie, the cat sitter. Scholastica is really trying to push this Max Meow shit as a precursor or as a freaking predecessor to fucking the dog cop freaking joint. Night Librarian. There is your Stormtrooper freaking statue. Barda by Ngozi Ukazu. I did sell a couple of these Invincible Pops. That's the one where his dad fucking bashes the fucking shit out of him.
Yeah.
Barkham Asylum. I think there's going to be first appearances of some of the pets in this one. Absolute Power. In fact, I think we talked about this earlier. I think this one is the foil right here for Absolute Power. And then there's a blank edition. The World of James Tinian the Fourth. In fact, I've got a copy right here. If I remind myself, in fact, I'm gonna put it to top right here to remind myself to check and see if there's any new first appearances in that one. There's your Blood Hunt, Free Comic Book Day. There was a plushie that was for the Sentinel, and it looks it's huge.
Lushy.
It's fucking, it's fucking huge.
For Sentinels?
You could order that
it's
through
fucking
Diamond?
huge. Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah,
huge.
I want one.
But
Yeah.
it's in the X-Men Sentinels.
Yes.
And it's how big is the plushie?
I know you can't see my arms, but just rolled up. It was like this fucking big.
So is it?
It's
Let me
fucking
ask you:
huge.
is it the size of those the old school carnival toys from back in the day?
Talk about like if you hit it, if you fucking won the thing.
Yeah,
it's
they were like
that
these
big.
the big the big like 3-foot kind
Yes.
of plushies.
Yeah, I think it's bigger.
Shit,
it
I
might be
almost
bigger than
thought it
3 foot,
was
though.
the size of those wrestling buddies from back in the day.
Yeah,
Oh, those are
'Cause,
the wrestling buddies are smaller than that. Fucking way. Yeah.
Yeah. I know when I
You might
first
get
saw
one
it, I
of
didn't know
those
what it
first Sentinels.
was. So I thought it was the same size as those, but you know, if it's big, dude, I want one just because now.
I might get one just to use it as a pillow.
Snuggle up. And then it looks like he on the plushie. I don't know if you can see. It looks like he's got a Rogue. He got Rogue on his leg or something like that.
Nice.
Trying to punch him in the nuts, something like that.
Wait, the
Oh, and
Sentinels have nuts?
yeah. And I just noticed you got Wolverine and Cyclops. I didn't notice that before.
Interesting.
Cool. All right. Mad Magazine also has a Superman cover. And here you go. You were
There's
talking about
one.
this one, Star Wars. Yep, I've so many of these.
I'm curious.
So
I didn't get a chance to check out the solicitation for it, but you know what did it hint towards? Did it hint towards anything, or just the same old shit?
let's check it out.
Because I bought I think I got like 4 of them just you know in case, but I mean I was damn near about to buy a bundle of them. I just was like, man, I have so much Star Wars, dude. I'm kind of over Star Wars right now. So
Tell you.
I do okay with Star Wars, bro.
yeah, dude, it's just like if you think about it, I mean, we have so many runs like in the last 2 years that had so many first appearances, you know, that most of the time you can't lose with Star Wars, but at the same time, it's just like, come on, man, like
I feel it's oversaturated.
yeah, that's
I
it's
feel it's
just a
way
lot.
oversaturated. There's like just as many Star Wars titles as there's Batman right now, and I'm just like, huh?
Yeah,
Why is it not?
I still need to know. Can you use the Force to get laid?
dude, I think you can.
All right, cool.
Well, technically, you could, but you shouldn't, right? Because if you're doing the act, you're using your emotions, and when you use your emotions, you're tapping into the dark side,
Cool.
which is only
Dark
supposed to,
side represent.
which is only supposed to be used for like bad stuff and killing people. So if you tried to use that to have no activities,
Relations.
you would probably kill whoever you're trying to use it on. Just saying.
Yeah, you don't want to have an Anakin in that little village, you know,
Do
demonstration.
that. Yeah, I'm down with the dark side, Dad.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
see. Here we go. Here's the solicit. It says, are the rebel survivors stranded on Hoth, Luke Skywalker, Leia Organa, Lando Calrissian, and Chewbacca mount a dangerous rescue mission to Echo Base. Lightsabers, blasters, snowtroopers, all-out action among the wreckage of ATT walkers, rebel airspeeders, and frozen weapons of mass destruction. Darth Vader employs a surprise character from the past to help him find Luke Skywalker, but save former Hayden Padme Amidala is also on a quest for the son of Vader. Having worked for him as an Imperial commander, Sabe has enough resources to cause chaos for anyone who stands in her path. How will this affect the Dark Lord's plan to remove Palpatine from power?
Oh yeah, so that's definitely a first.
Yeah. All right, here we go with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. On the cover, it says, "Who is the Night Watcher?"
Yeah, first covering guts on that one.
Yeah.
At least I think so. I don't remember seeing him on any other cover.
Yeah. And then lastly, this one, Initial D, which is supposed to have like a whole bunch of like new manga stuff that's coming out. So there's definitely going to be first appearances of a whole bunch of stuff. It says it's a free preview of 2 of the year most anticipated manga, Initial D and Kaina and The Great Snow Sea. It's going to relive Takumi's journal from Tofu the Every Boy to a street kart racing legend in a 2-in-1 print edition of Initial D. And then plus an exclusive preview of the new Ghibli-esque fantasy adventure Kaina and the Great Snow Sea, the manga that inspired the new anime. So it's going to be an anime from the creator of Blade. So there you go. That's why people have been buying shit out of this from me. And it's sold out now. Oh fuck.
And it's God.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, I think I'm on that too. I grabbed a few, but
Yeah. So yeah.
I
So
think that was pretty much it for the
that was it. That was
free
the
comic
last
book
one.
days, right?
Oh wait, nope.
Oh wait, Energon Universe. That's right.
Yep, Energon
That's a big one
Universe.
too.
Yeah,
And then this one.
this is the money shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm disappointed in myself, dude. I think I bought too many of those already. You know,
I got
and
3
as
bundles.
far as I'm concerned, dude, I heard that it was like I don't know if it's gonna be a first in it, but I did hear they kind of set up this what is it? It's Ultimate Universe or Ultimates, one or the other. I think it's Ultimates #1. I think the
Okay.
FLC solicitation for it is up this weekend. I think it is, but I think it
Oh.
sets that up.
Okay.
So
I guess we'll have to check it out. But yeah, that one was the top one that a lot of people bought the shit out of it from me. So it was one, which was what's this called? Oh, yeah, Ultimate Universe Spider-Man #1, then the Energon Universe #1, and then the Initial D Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
Those were the top ones sold for me. So yeah.
All my Ultimate Spider-Man free comic book days are pretty much spoken for at the moment.
hey, did they have a version of that?
No.
No,
No variants. This is the first year that I've seen them not have any variants or incentive variants for some of these freaking covers. First time.
Not like a few years back when we had a 1 in 1,000 and shit like that.
Yeah, those are ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, Adam, we are going to take a 2-minute break.
All right.
And then we're going to go into new releases, some of the stuff that just came out. And we're going to see some of the ones that I'm tracking that are doing pretty well. Pretty well. Okay. So if you need to go to the head, grab some water or
No,
get a new
I'm
bottle.
good for once.
Okay. Are you good?
Go to the lobby.
It's not gonna be that long. So if you're good, then we can take a 38 second, and then. All right. Yeah, I had to freaking make sure that I took my heads on. I I am definitely afraid of getting that headphone head. Right. I don't know if you ever seen these guys.
Yep.
They've been wearing headphones all day, and then they got this huge ass fucking dent in
Yeah,
their fucking skull and
that
shit.
little dent in your head.
Yeah, I'm not trying. And I know that I'm going to be prone to it because sometimes I'll have my glasses and I'll leave it up there, and then the glasses from the low end. Yeah, I'm not trying to have all that. All right, so here we go. This is some of the ones that just came out this past Wednesday. I know some of you guys are tracking this one. You know, on the top 10, they had this one as like #2 or #3 or something like that. I don't see it as a number one book. Wonder Woman Volume 6, #8. That Joshua Swaby 1 in 25. Absolutely freaking gorgeous. Strong chin, like an Amazonian warrior should have, but with a little bit of femininity to it. Looks pretty damn good. And then also Amazing Spider-Man #255, cover C, facsimile edition, Tarn Clark 1 in 25. This one looks good.
I'm surprised that was not on the top 10, to be honest.
No, I believe it was. It was not. It wasn't the top 10, but it was not. I mean, it was. I don't think it was top 5 or anything, but it did make it to the top 10. What I'm kind of weirded out by there was another Amazing Spider-Man facsimile, but it was with the rose on there. That has not made it, or nobody has had any interest in it. And that one was pretty doggone good.
There's a 1 in 25 for the Rose too.
Yeah, it's a rose. I forget the number of the. In fact, I actually freaking got it right here, so I can see. It was made. It was the facsimile for Amazing Spider-Man number 253. That's what it was. Yeah, that one looks really good, and it's got the rose on the cover, and but it looks like the rose is sticking one of his roses up Spider-Man's ass. So it's kind of weird.
Um, you know, I may have to snag one or two of those just because, I think Rose stuff is gonna pick up once the Daredevil Born Again releases.
Ah, that would be interesting. Okay, Tarot Witch of the Black Rose, number 123, Raven's Fury. I don't know why she has the sword in between her butt cheeks like that,
That's gotta hurt.
but it looks fire until you start thinking about what the fuck she's doing.
I think that's awesome sauce. I just think that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it's weird. And then the thing that's going around is a bunch of fire, so that means that the sword is kind of hot. But hey,
What in the butt? What in?
Penthouse Comics number 2. There was the limited edition photo variant. Okay, and then there was also the cover G incentive by Tula Lotte polybag variant cover with the polybag.
Yeah, but don't forget the Salsa Micah.
I didn't see any great freaking numbers for the Souza Micah. I didn't. I saw it for the limited edition and I saw it for the Tula Lotte, but not for the Souza Micah necessarily.
Yeah, I think the Salsa Micah is gonna be a slow burn.
Yeah. Then I Heart Skull Crusher number 2, the cover D by Rian Gonzalez, Virgin. These I could say these I Heart Skull Crushers. These covers have actually been doing pretty well. They're not doing well, but they look really good. And then Blown Away, number 1, the Tula Lotte version. And this one was covered by Top 10, Biden's Titans versus Trump Titans, number 1.
Yep.
This one was by King Spot, cover H, Real News Trump, mugshot. You can pick these up, and I'm pretty sure that sometime later time you could probably get these guys if we could sign it. Maybe Biden, not so much. He might be pissed off. I feel like he would be pissed off, but Trump, you could definitely get him to sign that shit.
Yeah, Trump
You mean
will
if
sign it.
he's not eating ice cream? And not besides that, dude. Both of these were $50 a piece. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I can't believe that these were $50 a piece. Yet people are pretty much saying fuck it to the remember. Hey, Adam, remember the Amber Heard King Spot joint?
Yep.
One with her shitting on the fucking bed.
Yep. I still got a couple copies of that left.
Yeah, people were just like, I'm not feeling it. Animal Pound number 3, Julian Patino Tedesco.
I still have to check this series out.
Yeah, they had some decent covers for it so far.
Is the guts any good or?
I got the number 1. I didn't read it yet, so as soon as I read it, I'll let you know.
Yeah. Like I said, I haven't had a chance to check that out yet. It's in the bottom of the pile somewhere.
Spider-Woman number 6, cover C, Ricky Yagawa, and this is it had numbers. It's got the numbers, and it made it to the top 10. But I don't see why. I don't see us still talking about this book a week from now, 2 weeks from now, a month from now, and then a year from now. I don't see it.
Yeah, I think it was a pure FOMO sale, hype sale. I don't think it didn't. The run has been all right, but it hasn't had like anything that I'm chasing. You know what I mean? So, except the first maybe 2 issues that had her son in it. I think that was about all this run had going for it so far.
Mm-hmm.
So, But it was
I
one of the
haven't read
first
this
things that
one since
sold
issue
out.
2. No, I haven't read any Spider Woman since issue 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, my point
Yeah, I don't think
exactly.
you're missing that
And the
much.
covers haven't been sexy enough for me to be like, okay.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. This is the now we're going to talk about some trending stuff. Now, I know you guys want me to talk about comics, but let's talk about this. We just had the WNBA, the Women's NBA draft, and the number one pick was Caitlin Clark. Um, so right now, the number one joint that's been selling on eBay right now is her first ever professional freaking card. It's not even out yet. It's not even out yet, but people are selling it for a pretty freaking penny.
Yeah.
Average price right now is $7.91, $8.99, in between there. Um, within 1 week, I'm looking at the numbers right now. It's already sold $10,000, but I mean it's kind of different hitting
Wow.
quantities. Almost 800 to 900 already freaking sold. People are going to freaking chase this. And look, and this is pretty good because think about it. These aren't. We're not even talking about like special shiny foil cards or reflector cards or anything like that. These are just the normal joints that people are freaking selling.
Wow.
Um, so yeah, if you can get your hands on it, on freaking any WNBA cards, you might want to fucking grab it or any packs and see if you can get some of this that Caitlin Clark love. Caitlin Clark, Paige Buckler, who's a freaking gorgeous girl in her own right, and Reese. Those are the big three that you're gonna want to chase. All right, now back to comics. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 150. They've been saying that they're going to try and do some big things in this issue, and after this, we'll see if they were lying. Batman in First Night, book 3. Something is Killing the Children, number 37.
Yeah, I like that one.
Blood Hunt, number 1, The Red Band. So if you can get it for cheap, go ahead and pick yourself up one and just hold on to it and see. Let's see how it rides out when it actually comes out. Space Ghost, number 1, Blank.
Yeah.
Then Ghost Rider Final Vengeance, issue number 2. I don't even care what's in the freaking book. It just looks that freaking good, man. Ghost Rider holding a ghost gun, or Ghost Rider, the Red Hood as the Ghost Rider holding a Ghost Rider freaking gun. Just looks freaking
Yeah.
amazing.
I
That should
picked
be
four
that
of
should be a
these up,
t-shirt.
but I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. The guts are good. I'd say the number 1 and number 2 have been both great buys. Girl, just I mean the first one started and it had the perspective of Zarthos, right? So you're basically going through looking for your next, host right now, right? Through
Yeah,
the point of view of Zarthos, right? But the second issue, it kicks off with this Ghost Rider, Red Hood as Ghost Rider, and through the entire issue, it was good. Like just I think long run, I think this book should hold at least a little bit in the future. If they don't kill him off at the end of the series or do something silly or take it from him and give it back to Johnny Blaze, then I think this book is going to be one of the ones. It's his
yeah,
first full too. The first one was just a cameo because they only showed one panel of him, right?
yeah.
But the second book, it kicks off with him, so it's his first full. And the 1 in 25, that Dolly, is also a nice one.
Mm. So this one just came out this past week, and this didn't really make it into a bunch of freaking lists like it should have. But it's a fucking gorgeous fucking book.
Give it
All
time.
I think most of them were fucking gorgeous. It's my
Yeah,
opinion.
especially
Uh,
the Greg Capullo. I think that was on issue 1 because that's on the second print of number 1. But the trying to think of that book. Let me look it up right quick.
Let's see. I can say that most of these ghostwriters joints that have been coming out within the last year have been good. Even that Ghost Rider Wolverine joint was pretty freaking good. And they had a pretty huge freaking first appearance, and people just kind of ignored it. There's a freaking little kid who's running around just murking people because he fucking can, and the comic book community just freaking ignored it. So
Here it is. Yeah, so that's right. The vampire variant. That cover right there
oh
is freaking nice. So that was another one. They sold out almost instantly, I'd say. Like,
yes, all the vampire variants have been selling out freaking immediately. So I don't know if there's going to be any more, but if they are, if we can go ahead, and order them
yeah,
and
sure.
put your orders in.
Yeah, there's some more coming up. I know we have a Wolverine one coming up. There was another Miles that came out this week. Um, it's a couple coming up because I think they're just doing variants for it, and they're also doing like Ghost Rider variants. On some of the titles coming up.
Mm,
So
yeah, definitely pick those up. People have been loving those.
yeah.
Then there's Doom number one. I think people have been going after the Hildebrandt. What if Donald Duck became Wolverine? Absolutely fucking selling this, but people have been buying the shit out of it. Spider Boy. I think we were talking to this last week. What were you saying last week?
I think it was the first cover appearance of Madame Atrocity. So I don't think I've seen her on a cover prior to this one. I haven't read this yet, but it's been a decent story so far. Not anything like spectacular or out of the world happening, but as for a first solo run, it's been pretty dope.
Yeah. Batman Off World number four, and this is the mystery. We've got Deadpool number three, a Matthew Waite cover, but we don't have the cover yet. And the numbers have been really freaking good. I guess people are just trying to buy the shit out of it, especially cheap, until we know what the cover is. So I'm gonna keep an eye out on this one. Just interesting shit right here.
Is that the movie variant?
No, it doesn't say anything about the movie variant.
Yeah, because in solicitations, not solicitations, but the previews that came out this week or this month, it had a variant for the movie variant. That's why I was wondering if this was it, because we still haven't seen the cover for that, or they haven't released the cover for all of the Deadpool 3 covers. I think I saw maybe the A cover, I think. Is that all they had out?
I'm not sure. No clue.
Yeah.
No clue. But FOC is May 13th, so we got a while for them to actually put it out.
Yeah.
Giant Size Incredible Hulk,
I think
and
that had a
then
first appearance in it too. I think it was first appearance of Patchwork. Um, Best cover for it, I think, was 1 in 25. The David, I think it's David um, Barden, if I'm not mistaken, also had a cover. And then the Stormbreakers, I don't know who that Stormbreakers was, but that was pretty dope too.
mhm,
But I know the first appearance is supposed to be of a guy Patchwork. I just got him today, so I'm gonna read it tonight.
okay, okay. And Space Ghost number one. Been tracking this for a couple weeks now. And then the biggest one that I'm tracking, and this one is not coming out till the 22nd of May. Superior Spider-Man, the Umberto Ramos. At first glance, it made me think that it was a Scotty Young, but when you really look at what's going on, there's a whole other thing that's going into it. It's weird, you know. But yeah, this one was the top one. It had like 70 freaking sales within the last 7 days, and even though it's not coming out till May 22nd, that's pretty good numbers.
Yeah, I
Don't
think
like
that's the Is that the Ramos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that covers. That's nice. It'd be nice if they gave us a second print with, a version of it or something like that, or black and white of it. It'd be pretty nice too. But I'm curious about it too.
And then here we go. Other ones are actually it's all fucked up. Here we go. Yep. So Superior Spider-Man number 7, that Deadpool number 3, Giant Size Hulk, Amazing Spider-Man 255, Spider-Man number 6, the Spectacular Spider-Man number 2. That one came out this past week. Batman Off-World at number 4, and at Ghost Rider Final Vengeance. So a lot of good stuff. So, but now we are at we're past 1 hour 30 mark. So now we're gonna take that 2-minute that 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with stuff that's on FOC. All right, that's enough of that silliness. Now it's time to get into some of the FOC freaking books. There's a lot of them, but we're not going to cover all of them. Some of them we're just going to flash, and then we're going to freaking get going. Let's see. Let me take this. I gotta learn how to do this without having to click that button on every time. All right, NDC Action Comics number 1065. I've been intrigued by the concept, but the execution has been freaking terrible. Super family versus a whole bunch of freaking brainiacs. Look, one brainiac is supposed to be freaking terrible enough, and they're going against a whole bunch of them, and it's whatever. They're just handling like it's shit. I'm kind of trying to understand. You got Superman on a bike racing freaking Lobo, but I could have sworn that Superman could fly. I don't know. Weird. And this is the Rivera by Paolo Rivera. This is your Ivan. This one is just freaking gorgeous. I gotta have
that one. That's one of the ones I was gonna ask you about, because that thing is nice.
Yeah, this Ivan Talavera, just freaking absolutely freaking gorgeous. Then I guess we're continuing with American Asian Heritage Month.
Okay.
Action 265 by Ethan Young, the Chinese Superman, just doing his thing. Then apparently there's another one. This one is by Mark Spears. Ekongun by Oni Press. Issue number 1. This one is a second print. Mobilizer of the Gods. I still haven't freaking read it yet. Armored issue number 2. Batman and Robin issue number 5. And then a really nice cover of Punchline done by Melanoff.
Nice.
Then Monkey Man, I think that's what his name is. His name Monkey Man or Prince Monkey or some shit like that.
I think it's
Whatever the
like
fuck his name.
Monkey King or
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
Prince
Monkey Prince. Monkey Prince.
Monkey Prince. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a dope cover too, though.
Yeah. I mean, Batman and Robin issue number 9. This one is done by Erica Henderson. Then another Punchline cover. So it looks like they're definitely trying to make Monkey Prince and Punchline a freaking thing, because here she is again on a design cover. And this one is done by Simone DeMeo. Batman and Robin and Howard. I have no idea who the fuck Howard is. But this is issue number 3. Batman Dylan Dog. Issue number 3. And this one's kind of interesting by Gigi Canvenberg or Cavernago. Beyond Real. or Beyond Real, excuse me. Blue Beetle, number 9. Not bad. This one is by Niccolo DeBari Ivy.
Yeah, I kind of like that too.
Death Ratio. That looks kind of interesting. Well, the name is interesting, anyways. Death Ratio. Don't let social media go to your head by Mark Russell. And I keep trying to remind people that AWA One Shots has specifically said, hey, our only intent for all of these books is that they're going to be scripts that we can freaking take straight into freaking a producer and say, hey, freaking, do you freaking want this? These are not books for just for people to read. They're supposed to be eventual scripts that'll feed into TV
Scripts and
shows.
storyboards.
Yeah. And I think they've already got 3 on board right now. Which is pretty good for a company that's only, 4 years old now?
If that.
Dennison. Manga for the journey. Eden Frost.
That's another one of the ones I was looking at. That's fire.
Attica. What in the hell is wrong with Love with Hair? Terrible. This one is Dave Johnson. Isun Bushi. Looney Tunes 278. Nottingham is still freaking happening. And this is one of those.
That's surprising.
You said it's what?
Surprising.
Yeah.
Now
The
they have
first-
still actually happening.
Yeah, the first 2 issues were were really freaking good. Good stuff. And then I just kind of forgot about the series. Excuse me. I literally forgot about the series until I was putting together a surprise box. And I was pulling shit out. And sure enough, I actually had some Diamond Summit freaking ash cans of Nottingham. And I was like, oh, yeah, I remember that fucking series. And then, fucking threw it in the fucking surprise box.
You're making up one of the Lucas boxes of Dune?
Mm-hmm. Issue number 12. Outsiders number 7. Oh, there you go. There is your tentacle cover. Must have had tentacle covers.
Tentacles!
So all we need now is bondage and what else?
Let's see.
Titties.
I think we had enough titties.
Titties?
We can see maybe titties.
Titties are gifts from God. Motherfucking recognize.
Now this one
I
is
heard
Red
the
Hood.
Red Hood has been good too.
I haven't read it, man. I've been slacking on my DC stuff this year.
That's
But-
one of the DC books I
Yeah,
haven't
dude,
I
tell
haven't
me
read
about
yet.
But this one is Red Hood, The Hill, number 4, Steve Beach. Rick and Morty, A Compendium, Volume 2.
Probably could pick up a couple of copies of that. I do really well with Rick and Morty stuff.
This one is Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Was Not. Strange tales of the consulting detective in parallel universes where his doctor friend and biographer is not Watson. Fuck. Silicon Bandits, issue number 2. Not sure what it's supposed to be, but let's take some sci-fi bullshit with ninjas, maybe. Sinister Sons, issue number 4. This one is by John Boy Moyers.
This series too. Issue 1 was great though.
Sergei Acuna.
That one's pretty dope.
Suicide Squad Dream Team, issue number 3.
I'm digging this series. I like what they're doing with Dreamer in it.
Why they got freaking Dr. Waller on the freaking cover looking like freaking they got her looking like they got her looking like she got a big bag. Like, yo, and her fucking nose is all fucked up. God damn. They just and this is by Sweeney Boo.
You know what? I get a lot of Sweeney Boo. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I think that a couple of the books that probably sought after were her Cruella DeVille and I think some of her Harleys. The Harley A covers that she had going on. I got a lot of those, but some of her covers, some of them hit, some of them don't. But you know,
That's what happens when you're doing 3, 4, 5 covers a month. Something's gonna wind up getting rushed.
Wow.
yeah.
All right, so this is the same title, Suicide Squad Dream Team. This one is done by Rafael Sarmiento. Yeah, Rafael Sarmiento. Adam has got Harley Quinn, and who is that supposed to be? I can't tell whether that's Batgirl or who the fuck is that supposed to be. But they've got knives at each other's fucking throats, and Harley just being silly. Just normally.
Nice.
John S. is saying something is old. Brittany is asking, wasn't that Batman similar to the Catwoman cover? Not sure which one. Super Humanity, Superman, the Batman, First Night, Book 3. That's a Black Label. I think we already talked. X-Dimensional Assassin Z. Cabinet, issue number 4. And trying to remember, I think this one is by Frizzen, I believe.
Is it? Or is it
Or is it Margaret Savage?
Savage?
Margaret Savage? It might be Margaret
Yeah.
Savage. Yeah. To see the signature.
I like the black and white. They got a version for it too.
Yeah. This will be in a bargain bins before you know it. Cobra Commander, issue number 2, second print. Dark Ride, issue number 12. And then there is your Tony Fleeks, Trish Forstner freaking variant.
Nice.
Jeff Lemire, Fish Flies. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, number 306. And once again, I don't know what's going on in this cover, but I do like this black and white. Yeah, that black and white is freaking fire right there.
Yeah, I had it down because it was that it was a set by, I think it's Kubert, or is it? I forgot who did the set, but yeah, I saw that too.
Now, the interesting is that the black and white is the cover B, but this one right here by Brad Walker, this one is the 1 in 10. Then here we go with Ice Cream Man, issue number 39. Can't believe that this one is still freaking going. Little Monsters, Napalm Baby, issue number 3. New Burn still happening. Oh, actually, this one is just the Volume T compendium. Red Coat, issue number 2. Epic.
Yeah, I had that down too, that Game Boy variant.
Yeah.
I think that Duck character, I don't want to say he just got introduced or whatever, but that's definitely a cover buy for me. I'm going to get a couple of them just because I like the cover.
Yeah.
And on that other one that you just showed, go back to it. What yeah, I'm gonna get one of those too. What is that? Die Hard homage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go with Spawn number 353. and I forget who did this one. It looks like Matina. It's either Matina or Bjorn Berens, someone.
It's definitely Matina. It's dark. Looks like it's Matina.
Monolith by Image Comics. Number 1. The black and white looks good. This one's done by McFarlane. I think this Rat City number 2 is, I want to say it's old. Or maybe it was because we did Rat City number 1
it's
last
about
week.
to come
That's
out.
why.
Yep.
Yeah. The number 2 is on this week to
FLC.
is that this week's
It's on
FLC?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on FLC.
I read the
reason
first
why I'm
issue,
getting
it was
confused
good.
is, the reason why I'm getting confused is because he's on the first issue. He's literally doing the same thing. He's hulking around the top of fucking buildings along the fucking cable and shit. Exactly the same on issue number 1.
Yeah, the read was decent though. I wish they would kind of put him in the suit earlier in the issue. I mean, you barely got to see him in it. He kind of just was getting made, and it was just kind of finally coming to. You saw him in like one panel or something like that with the suit on.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Transformers issue number 5, second print. And there's
All
also
these
this
second prints
print.
have been looking good. Yeah.
That looks fire right there. Issue number 6, second print. I forget it's Constructor. I forget the name of half of these fucking things. Void Rivals number 7, second print. Walking Dead. X-Men. Yeah, the X-Men 97, issue number 3, Rian Gonzalez. What did you think of this one?
I really, really like that one, but the one that I'm the go-to for this particular book is that Marvel Animations variant. Now,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna get the Gonzalez, but that Marvel Animation variant, I think is special because they just started with the Marvel Animation when they did X-Men 97, right? So that was like the first time we got Marvel Animation. So that's it's gonna be a variant by Marvel Animation, or at least tied to it.
I actually like
I
this
know
one.
they already have it up top, but I'm saying like the variant is supposed to be an animation variant. Like
Yeah. I think both those books for X-Men 97 is great for convention season because the voice cast will be at conventions throughout the entire season.
Yeah. But this Gonzalez dude is off the chain. I'm not gonna lie to you. I always chase her books because, to me, I just like that color. It pops to me and how she draws. Every book she does, it just it looks good because of the color choices she makes. That palette scheme that she does on pretty much all of her books, it just kind of sets hers apart. I know the first time I was showing my girl some of her work, she was. Love that shit, blew away. But that's why I'm always talking about her because she has just such nice covers. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What in the fuck is going on? So I don't know. I forget which cover it was, but in that cover, Wolverine was looking at a picture, and in this one, he is as well.
Was it on the FLC for this weekend, or was it a previous book?
It was
that
previous
when we were
book.
looking at that X-Men 33 by Nakayama?
Or was it maybe a free comic book day joint?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah, here we go.
You talking about that Catwoman?
No, stand by 85. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
X-Men 97, number 1, Virgin Foil, the Tyler Kirk meme. He's sitting in bed looking at a picture.
Yeah, that's why I meant like when we were talking about it. What brought me back to it was the fact that we had the X-Men 33 Nakayamas, and we were talking about those. I remember seeing it there when you showed those earlier.
The 30. Wait, the
But
33
you know,
is that the first time they actually used the meme on the cover?
I'm not sure. No, it can't be. Nah, it can't be.
I'm gonna have to research that. I was curious about that earlier.
All right, Symbiote Spider-Man issue number 3, 2099, and you know what? I forgot to during the news to talk about Annihilation 2099. So they haven't. I don't think they've come out with the actual details of what they're going to do, but it looks like they're going to try and destroy 2099 universe and get it over with and freaking kill it, or they're just playing with us and they're like, Annihilation 2099. Yeah, there's more shit they'll freaking buy. I don't know, but it'll make me happy if they did that. That should be fucking awesome. Spectacular Spider-Man issue number 3. And here's your
there
Stormbreaker
goes those
variant.
Ghost Rider variants I was telling you about.
Mm.
They've been having them on like at least one on each title.
Star Wars issue number 5.
Yeah,
Looks
that
fucking great.
Boss Logic and the Raza on that. They're both pretty nice.
Ultimate Black Panther issue number 4. And here's the Fall of X, David Nakayama.
Yeah, and that's supposed to be a connecting, if I'm not mistaken. At least I remember that's what he said on his post when he revealed that cover. I think he said it's a connecting, so it's going to be other ones that connect to it.
This one is a Fall of the House of X issue number 4 with Kamala Khan on the cover. This one doesn't look bad at all either. I just don't know why they got his lip showing.
Yeah, isn't that the 1 in 25? I think it is. Is it?
Let's see if I could. This freaking PowerPoint could just freaking participate.
Yeah, because I remember both on the Ultimate Black Panther number 4 on the FLC right now, that Boss Logic, Raza, and this one, I just can't remember if this was the 1 in 25 because I think the other two were open order.
Good lord, this is taking too long. Yeah, we can find that out a little later because I'm going to keep this going, but my count. Okay. Let's keep going. Union Jack the Ripper. That's interesting. So they're going to turn the good guy into not just a bad guy, but absolutely terrible fucking person that fucking murders motherfuckers. Or
That one. That was
Hildebrandt.
fire.
Hildebrandt.
Yeah.
Some Secret Wars covers. I don't hate it. Ultimate Black Panther number 4. Ghost Rider Final Vengeance number 3. I'm not even sure what the fuck this is.
That's
Looks
that
pretty good, though.
Ultimate. I
Ultimate,
think
yeah,
it's
Ultimate number
Universe,
1.
John Tyler
JTC, nigga.
Christopher. Yeah.
Yeah. Nigga Space Marine.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah. This one is the X-Men 97 number 3 version 1 in 50 Hildebrandt for Jubilee.
Yeah, it's fire too.
Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars. Looks like there's going to be a blank red joint for a Union Jack the Ripper. Sensational She-Hulk. RUS. Is this a freaking incentive?
I think that's the regular cover. That's the Terry Dotson cover.
I believe Carlos Gomez, black costume variant.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all these black costume variants are pretty sick.
And then this is the cover A, She-Hulk. I don't know what they're doing with this white hair for Storm, but they're making her just look old all over the place. I do like this one, The Fall of the House of X #5. This one is done by Joshua Cassera, and it's a foreshadow variant. Star Wars issue number 46. This one is the Master and Apprentice variant with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice.
Spectacular Spider-Man. Spider-Man, excuse me. All right, so yes, there's definitely going to be some ones that I probably missed, but we're not going to go into. Actually, let's pull this one up. This one is a 1 in 25 for Spider-Man Derek Chew.
Yeah, he's been doing some nice shit lately.
And I'm trying to figure out why. Oh, Godzilla original Marvel years omnibus.
Yep. I think that's
Probably
what
should have
they
came
want.
out. Yeah, they should have came out with that fucking months ago or during -1, Godzilla -1. Now the freaking hype for Godzilla is already freaking past, man. I'm not sure if I displayed this one. This one is the Ultimates #1 Inhyuk Lee Ultimate Special.
Yeah, that one. I like that and the Koala foil. But I was looking at the special and the foil. They're both nice. I don't remember what the 1 in 25 looked like.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. There you go.
Yeah.
Ultimates #1
Fire.
Even Coelho foil variant. Come on. I do like this. See, it doesn't even have the artist on here. Let's see. This one is Union Jack Ripper Blood Hunt #1. There you go, Ryan Brown. That's who did it.
Yeah, I was just about to say it looks like some Ryan Brown work.
And
How many tie-ins we got in for this Blood Hunt? You know, I thought it was like
trying of
at
them.
least 54 or something like that.
shit. It's got too many fucking books. That's what it's got.
Yeah.
I wish they would freaking, while they're doing some of these freaking big event, that they need to calm down on some of these other fucking books, man.
Yeah, I agree. It's been a lot coming out.
Too much.
See, yeah, I remember back in the day when you went and spent like $150 at the fucking joint, you would get like every fucking thing. Now you spend 150 books, you got maybe like 2 or 3 titles for some shit now. This one is Black Widow, Hawkeye, Ben Harvey.
Yeah, Ben Harvey's been doing some nice covers lately too.
Yeah. All right, so that's it for that's all we're going to talk about this week on FOC. And then let's go ahead and roll right into the stuff that's coming out for New Comic Book Day, date of April 24th. And once again, we're going to go quickly because I had to download all the shit. Rare flavors, man. I think Rare Flavors has got to be a fucking series. It's got to be. It's too fucking good. 7 Years in Darkness, Tuskers. That's got to be a freaking movie. American Psycho. Remember this shit that was so fucking hot 6 months ago? And it looks like it's got a movie photo freaking variant. More trading, not trading cards, business cards. This one is for Don Kimball. So what worries me is that with all these conventions coming up, people are going to buy this shit, and then there's going to be one that comes out at some of the conventions, like a metal joint, right? Oh, and I forgot to mention that so C2E2 is happening, right?
Mhm.
But there's
Yeah.
also a retailers summit happening right before. In fact, we're sending the CEO of Comic Crusaders there to the retailer summit, and sometimes they have retailer exclusives at some of these little fucking summits. So while everybody's humping and rushing to do all this shit, just know that there's a retailer summit happening, and there's going to be retailer exclusives at that fucking meeting.
Yeah, remember last retail summit they had people selling the books that they got for them. I think it was a print of Ultimate Spider-Man, if I'm not mistaken. And people were the way I felt about it was like at the summit, the retailers, they were selling it for how much it cost them to get into the event if they didn't sign up for it prior, right? So
Yeah.
they were selling the book for like $200.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like.
That's what you gotta fucking do, because you think about it, you gotta freaking buy the ticket and you gotta pay for your hotel and all that other shit, man.
Yeah.
That's for them to sit there and not tell you nothing, man.
Oh, I definitely would have did the same thing too, but I just thought that was what they did with that particular issue when they had those retailer summits. But they only had one, so I was kind of surprised. I thought they would have like a couple of more or whatever, possibly.
I think it's this one, and then Chris will have another one at New York Comic Con.
Actually, this one is going to be freaking boring. Let me go to the actual page. Take y'all to the Columbra.
Did you see that Frizzen Vampirella yet?
I probably have, but I haven't been. What we'll do is I'm going to go through this stuff, and then we can take a look at it together. Here we go with Amazing Spider-Man number 48. There's going to be a 1/100 Peach Momoko that's coming out, and I like it, but I'm pretty sure people are going to ignore it. So I'll go and pick this one up for pretty cheap later on.
Yeah, I'll wait for that to like be under ratio.
Yeah, and there's a 1/25 by our friend Francesco Mobili. There we go. This one is actually still in stock. It's a Amazing Spider-Man number 48 Annie Wu vampire variant. It's supposed to be a homage to the giant-sized Dracula, issue number 3. And they've been selling pretty well on eBay and everywhere else, but it's still in stock. And yep, there's your American Psychos out there. There's your trading cards. Okay, so that Dave Donald Kimball, that was a 1 of 10. And then there's the cover E Brooder, that's regular. I do kind of like this Avengers 13 by Josh Kucera. Actually looks pretty damn good. And there's this Avengers number 13 Ron Lim wraparound. We got some Avengers Twilight with Thor on the cover. Bottom X number 1. This one is by Black Box Comics. And it's already sold out. Blade 1 in 25. This one is by Lionel Yu. Distillery Media has Blasphemous. And it's got some 1 to 10 and a 1 to 50. But I think the thing that people will be interested in is this 1 in 25 by Sweeney Boo.
Yeah, that's fire.
Sweeney Boo just loves freaking drawing these full-figured models.
Yeah.
And then 1 in 50 by Locatelli. It's nothing. It doesn't look that special. I mean, conceptually it's great, but I don't know. It's not what I'm looking for. Bloody Dozen Charlotte College number 5 is sold out. And there's a 1 of 10 that looks like Chinese propaganda. That looks good. Here is a Conan the Barbarian issue number 10, cover A by Qua. And then same title, Conan Barbarian. There's a regular cover by David Aja. And that Qua is also a virgin for a 1 in 10. Daredevil number 8 has got a 1/100. This one's being drawn by Frank Miller. Looks like he's just hanging out on somebody's clothesline.
Nice.
And then 1 in 50 by John Romita. This one is a hidden gem. Black and white. And that's why we need Mel here. 1 in 25 by Simone Bianchi. The body looks good, but the face looks kind of weird. And then once I go back up to the face, and then I go back down, I notice that his body looks kind of, it's muscular but kind of sweet. Like his hips, like I'm old and I know I can't move my hips like that. And I don't, even if I was young, I wouldn't move my hips like that to put it in that position. Like it's like a come here, big boy kind of. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking.
Yeah, it was a little, suspect. It's cool though, but the cover I was on, I know you'll get to it soon, but it's all right. It's cool,
And why are we looking at him from the crotch area?
It does have you focused there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Nah,
my eyes kind of go to the feet and then go up, but yeah.
That's because everybody's been saying, look at the feet, look at the feet. Okay, so that was the Frank Miller, that was the Simone Bianchi. We do have a regular cover for a J. Scott Campbell. And you know how he has his fans.
That's fire. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's fire. That one's fire. That other one, not so much. But this J. Scott, that's a hell of a cover. It's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. That one and that vampire variant for this Daredevil. But that J. Scott's pretty dope. He's been having a lot of stuff come out lately.
Yeah.
Have to catch it on.
Here's
online.
Here's what I love about this cover. So it's a wrap. It's non-debatable. He knows how to draw females. Males, but here's why I like this one. It's because in the face, in his head, he looks like he's an actual fucking devil. Like from all those old 50s and 60s fucking movies where you had like this gaunt man with like sunken in freaking eyes and shit. Crazy looking. He drew Matt like that. He drew Daredevil looking like that, and I really liked it. And how pronounced the fucking horns are. Like he just got released from fucking hell. That looks fucking great.
And the story for the last couple of issues just been off the chain.
Yeah. The reimagined coverage he's been having come out, dude. They've been all right. I'm not gonna lie, I miss the Spider-Man 4, I think it is, right? But
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I at least caught that Siege reimagined, and this vampire one is off the chain.
It is. It is. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna have to get this one, and it's in stock right now. And so yeah, and as I'm showing you guys, you see the little green dot. Don't get it fucked up. Just because it has a little green dot on it right now, doesn't mean that somebody's gonna freaking panic. Because that's what happens sometimes. Is the retailers freaking panic or people panic, and then they gotta reorder the shit. And then by Wednesday, shit's fucking gone, right? But especially like these vampires, I've been sleeping on them because I opened them up to do the show, and I'm like, oh, it's fucking green. Nobody wants the shit. And then guess what happens between now and Wednesday?
And then
People
they're
start
gone.
grabbing the shit.
Then
They're
they're
gone.
gone.
Absolutely fantastic.
All the vampire variants have been selling out. I know that one for next week is already sold out. I think it's a Wolverine one.
Wolverine and I can't remember which one it is. Here we go. Dawn Runner number 2 to cover A sold out. Deathstalker, that's the one that was Slash is involved in. And the one to monitor and keep an eye out on is that there's a book out there that's $200 straight out the gate, not incentive, nothing, just $200, and it was going to be signed by Slash. Great fucking book, good fucking read, and you got Slash behind it. So I don't know what to do other than just keep my eye on it. Yep, there it is. So it's a version of this one. And as you can see, stock status on this one is low. It's in stock, but it's low. Let's see, there's the Vallejo premium variant. Stock is low. Ah, man. I guess I'm gonna have to come back and order this shit. Deathstalker number 1 by Angela Wu. Low. And he looked good. Looks fucking good. Alright, Death Guy number 2. Not gonna bother with that one. Dick Tracy, issue number 1. There's a 110. This one, Drawing Blood, issue number 1, cover A. Cover A, what? I feel like I ordered that shit. I feel like I got that somewhere here. Did somebody order that for me? I don't know, but I think might have gotten that somewhere here. But sold out. Series premiere, Kevin Eastman returns with a look into the roller coaster life of a successful comics creator. So when you create a global franchise before you turn 20, what happens next? Welcome to the world of Shane Bookman, a cartoonist whose real life has become more so absurd than any other comic book. And cover B and cover A sold out. Cover C sold out. So something's behind it. Duke issue number 5, there's going to be a 1 in 10, and I really do like this 1 in 25 by Brian Level. I have no idea who the fuck this is, but it looks pretty good
I
to
was
me.
at that too.
And there's a 1 in 50 by Nguyen. Dune House, I am going to wait to read the graphic novels or hardcover, whatever the fuck they want to give me, before I start buying any of this Dune House Carino shit. But there is an unlockable that's out there. Dutch issue number 3 as a 1 in 20 action figure variant. Expanse the Dragon Tooth issue number 11. Definitely some variants for this one. I think what people will be interested in is Pharaoh number 1 second print. It is a homage to a Halloween freaking poster.
Yep.
Sold out already at the distributor level. Okay. Then Pharaoh issue number 2, cover A by Forster and Fleeks. And this one's sold out, and you know it's going to be sold out. And the reason why it's sold out is, I think I covered it earlier, is because retailers are going to have to buy like 20 of each covers 1 through 5.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
1
1
through
through
5.
5 to get the glow in the dark.
Well, I don't know. It's not the glow in the dark. Or maybe it's glow in the dark. But there's a 1 per store for issue number 6,
Okay.
and that one's supposed to have Steamboat Willie on there. Pharaoh number 2. Yep, there's the homage to Nightmare on Elm Street, and that one's sold out. And there's your 1 in 10s, 1 in 25 by Sophie Campbell. Nothing special. Ghost Rider Vengeance. This one is your second print by Danny Kim. Ghostbusters is coming out. There's a 1 in 25 by Al Albuquerque for Gods number 7.
This has been a great series.
I think it would be better if it comes once it comes out in a graphic novel. But in the meantime, it's weird. We've got so many characters, so many new characters happening on a regular, but people have been ignoring it. So
Yeah, the crazy part about it is you have 2 big characters that they brought. Well, one they brought back, but they kind of explained like where they are. We're in the power set, right, in the power hierarchy, and it's a dope read. So I think people are definitely going to come back to pick it up for sure, 110% when they figure it out. But right now I know people aren't paying attention to it.
wow, look, there's a new look for Infinity. Infinity doesn't usually look like that. Even though
They had a new-
Infinity is in the MCU right now, people kind of glazed over that shit. It's kind of fucking weird to me. There's Hercules number 1. You find this, I'm already dead. Frodo's number 3. Great cover so far. I have not been able to freaking pick it up. Jackpot and Black Cat, issue number 2. Adam Hughes.
Yeah,
Great
it's fire.
cover. Then there's also Pisha Roko. It's okay. Look, these 1 in 25s by Arthur Adams. Those are money. So if you can pick it up for cheap, go ahead and grab those. Those are slowly but surely turning into freaking blue books. Because I'm always seeing just weird money. It's not at the Arthur Adams joints are not at the point where you can say, oh, I'm going to get that 1 in 25. As a retailer, you can say, oh, I'm going to get that 1 in 25, and then people will buy the rest of the fucking books. Or if I get 1 in 25, I'll be able to sell it and cover the cost of the other fucking books. It's not at that point yet, but it's at a point where it is consistently selling if you put it in at the right price. Sold out is Jennifer Blood Battle Diary number 5, a limited version. I think we covered this one already. The Man's Best issue number 2, 1 in 25 by Rian Gonzalez.
Yeah, it's a hard book to find for sure.
So if it's coming out this week, then maybe a lot more will break free. Man's Best Unlockable. And then X-Men previews, Power Rangers. I do like some of these zombie joints for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And then, but this one, issue number 119, cover B, Dark Grid variant by Bjorn Berens. It's got me. But I see they kind of fucked it up. They gave this one color, but then the 1 of 10 is black and white. I don't give a fuck about that. I want it in color, but I want it virgin. Then there's a 1 of 50 by Torrin Clark.
Yeah, he's been on fire lately too.
Then they tried to do a 1 of 25 by Mike Walsh. Monstrous is at issue number 51, and it's got its sellers. I mean, it's got its buyers, man, because it's in stock, but it's low right now.
It's a good series.
Night Thresher, another Torrin Clark. I think the concept is good. It's just some of the pieces of the bodies is a little blurry for me. Ninja High School, issue number 193. I think I'll purchase one of those. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World. Operation Sunshine. Let's see, Pine and Mariac. Here we go. So I've had people with interest in this, but it looks like not a lot of people are buying this, but this is by Zenoscope. Pooh versus Bambi, issue number 1.
Yep.
There's quite a few covers to include one by cover A by Igor Victorino. And I know people are definitely interested in this because one customer particularly ordered, and you know how the pull box goes, you got to order a certain number for me. He ordered the shit late, and I had to come back to him. I said, hey, man, because you ordered late, we can't get the incentive. He says, can I still get the rest of the fucking books? Like all 25 of the books. I was like, yeah, if you want, but you're not going to get the incentive. He was like, yeah, give me the fucking other joints. So people are definitely freaking liking these or want this fucking book. And there's one.
Just because I want to see Pooh kill that motherfucking Bambi, man.
Yeah, but it looks like in this one, Bambi is a dude, so it's not. Well, Bambi was a dude.
I just want to see Bambi on plate.
I want them to display. I want them to display it at one time, like, "Hey, man, Pooh killed my mama." I want to see some shit, or fucking see fucking Pooh Bear on a fucking grassy knoll, fucking kill fucking Bambi's mom, and then now Bambi's on a fucking Bambi's on a revenge tour trying to kill Pooh because bitch killed my mother. I want to see that shit go down, man.
I think it's gonna be a fun book.
And then Pooh versus Bambi actually has a cover D by Sonia Matas. And it's just a young girl on bed and her pajamas, tight X lingerie type deal. Nothing to do with Pooh versus Bambi, just some girl. Predator, The Last Hunt, issue number 3, 1 in 25 by Mike Mayhew. Not bad.
Yeah, that's fire.
Rare Flavors, issue number 5 is good. I do like issue number 10 of Red Sonja, 2023 issue number 10. This one is a Lucio Perillo. And then Larry Joe says, speaking of Campbell, his Essentia number 18 variant is set to release with issue number 22. All right, and then here we go with a Bjorn Berens cover. Cover C by Listener. Man, fucking, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Listener, like the body work is absolutely fantastic. Is some of the background that he does boring as fuck? Absolutely. But the body work is fucking fantastic, man.
Yeah, I like the version of this.
Was this the one you were talking about? Red Sonja number 10, Jenny Frizen, Modern Icon.
Yeah, that Frizen. I'm telling you, like, this one's okay. But the previous one, I think it was Rambo homage. That one was pretty nice too.
I don't think I have that one. Yeah, all I got is this Giovanni, which is slow in stock, and a cover E cosplay. 1 of 10s, 1 of 15. Yeah, that's the only Jenny Frizen for Red Sided that I have, unless it's deep down somewhere else.
If you remember it, it was like a white cover. It looked like she was in some type of water or something, but it looked like a Rambo homage. I got it in here. It's in the back, but that's the only one that I've grabbed so far. Well, a couple other ones, but that for the most part.
Rick and Morty Kingdom's Balls number 1 by William N. Jones. And there's a cover B, cover C, Lloyd, blah, blah, blah. And then there's Rise of the Powers of X, number 4, 1 in 100 by R.B. Silva. Here's a 1 in 25 by Chad Hardin with Rasputina on the cover. Then 1 in 50 by Derek Jew, a Jubilee version variant. There's also a David Nakayama with Taylor Swift / Dazzler on the freaking cover.
Yeah, they got that in a version too.
Yeah, so that was the version. And this one is a trade dress. King Spot has Robot Girl issue number 1 coming out. Cover C is low on stock. Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver number 3 is coming out, but I think people are going to like this one, the Rami Jones, with Scarlet Witch on the bed reading some comics. And then Six Fingers issue number 3. There's a cover B by Campbell. There's a manga. Something is Killing the Children number 36. Let's see how it's looking so far. Okay, so now issue number 36 is now back in stock. So the question is, should I buy 100 in order to get that Secret variant series? So 200 times 5, that's going to cost me $1,000. That's going to be $1,000 fucking book. When I think about it, because you got 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. That is 5 books times $2 a piece. So that's $1,000 for that Secret variant series.
I mean, how well do they do for you?
They sit in the fucking box. Now this
Absolutely
one,
not.
yeah. Now maybe I can recoup it by getting. Actually, FOC's already passed. Well, wait a minute. No, this is not a 5 copy. This one is Something is Killing the Children, number 36, cover C, 5-year foil stamp by Werther Dell'Edera. But the problem is, I can get 100 of these. But the problem is that each one is $5.99, so that's $3 off the rip on this one. So that means now you're talking about a $3,000 freaking book versus a $2,000 fucking book. Now, there's Something That's Killing the Children. Who did this one? This one is Scott Forbes. Here you go with a 1 in 50 Jenny Frison. That foil is out there again, and that was a 1 in 75. So there's a 1 in 75 version of that. And then there's I think this is the FOC reveal. Okay. So this one is sold out. And what was crazy is it came out. When was FOC? Yep, FOC was during Black History Month. Space Negro, The Last Negro, number 2 of number 5. Written and drawn by Jared Sams. It says Journey into the White Hot Art of a Black Asshole.
Okay.
Sold out. Fucking sold out. All right, we got Spectrograph issues cover. Spectrograph issue number 1, cover A and B. Spider-Punk number 3. Here's a 1 in 25 by Terry Dotson. Carnage number 6. No, that was 4. All right, so here's where I'm going to be keeping a good eye on what the fuck is going on. Star Wars Darth Maul, black, white, and red. This one is an Alex Maleev cover. It's in stock, so maybe people aren't buying this one, but I do think it looks good. Here's your Ben Harvey. Here's a 1 in 25 by David Marquez. Here's a number 1 of Frank Miller. And that same Frank Miller is a 1 in 100 Virgin. Oh, and I can't forget the black and white and red movie variant. Star Wars High Republic Ventures. Then there's 1 in 25 by Giuseppe Camicoli. Star Wars Jango Fett issue number 2. Camicoli, a master and apprentice with Luminaria Unduli and Barris Ophi. There's a Superior Spider-Man 1 in 25 by Scan. Thundercats number 3, cover J by David Nakayama. And then for issue number 1 to 15, there's a Sophie Campbell foil. And then there's a Vincenzo Federici with the little baby turtles, and I think that's April. And this one is getting low in stock. There's also 1 in 50 of that Kevin Eastman cover. That's a Virgin. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is out. Toy number 5. Tuskers number 3. Selling out, but that's because it's CEX. They don't print that much anyway. Ultimate Spider-Man number 4. 1 in 100. Elizabeth Torque. Let's check what Matthias Manahini is doing in stock. And there's 1 in 25 by Kyle Nagu. Ultimate Spider-Man number 1, second print, 1 in 25. Don't forget that one was the first first in-story appearance of May Storm. But so this will be the second print of that one. Then there's a third print of Ultimate X-Men number 1. That would be her second appearance. Then there's the third print for Sanford Green. Creatures from Black Lagoon Lives. Monsters, Black Lagoon number 1. Great cover by Joel Jones. I think we've already covered some of the Vampirella Dracula stuff by Lucia Perillo. World Tree has a 1 in 10. That looks absolutely fucking disgusting. Wolverine number 48 is coming out this week with a 1 in 100 Lionel Yu. Then here we go with a Wolverine number 48 Jonas Scarf Vampire variant. Pretty good looking cover, and it's in stock. Yep, and it's in stock right now. This one is the Philip Tan for Wolverine Madripoor Knights, issue number 3. And there's a 1 in 25. That's by Sammy. Wolverine Madripoor Knights, issue number 3. This one was done by Nick Klein. Skip. About X-Men issue number 130, Facsimile edition, 1 in 25. It's okay. It's by Vecchio. And then there's going to be a foil edition of that variant for.
What's the Facsimile?
Yeah, for the Uncanny X-Men number 130. Art Adams has a 1 in 25 for X-Men Forever number 2. And it's got Mystique on the cover. And there's a 1 in 50 Exodus MMP, the third version variant by Tim Hildebrandt. And then the rest is just some weird thing called Zor. All right, I believe. Well, that means that, ladies and gents, is going to be the end of our show. Adam, what are we doing tomorrow? Are you doing a show tomorrow, or did you do a show
My
today?
next show is Tuesday at 8 p.m. And I have another show Wednesday, and then after that, I'm off for the rest of the week.
Okay. In a few hours, I got a tape and show for No Prize Podcast, which should be coming out Tuesday afternoon, I believe. I'm looking to do some whatnots to get rid of some of this stuff so I can make room for stuff. And then if anything crazy comes up, then I'll definitely try to do a show on Saturday. Sir Christopher the Great, do you have anything that you would like to promote or push?
Yeah, coming up, bro. I want everybody to stay tuned because after C2E2, we'll probably have some people stop by the channel. So I think that's something to look forward to coming up. Also, I think people should pay attention to a couple of books that we passed, but I think Gods it should definitely be one that people snag, right? And then just kind of hold on to it right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, that's just one book that's on my mind because it doesn't get a lot of attention. It doesn't get a lot of love. You know what I mean? but the story is actually fantastic. So I'd say, other than that, bro, that's it, man. I think it's an
Yeah.
awesome first show. Um, you know,
I agree.
anything else?
I agree.
You guys want to do going forward? Let's just knock it out, bro.
Absolutely.
So
All right. I want to thank everybody that is, especially the 20 people that are hanging out with us at 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern fucking Eastern time. I definitely appreciate you guys. Once again, like my man says, if you have any ideas that you'd like us to freaking pursue, absolutely freaking let us know. Definitely freaking go to some of the Comic Crusaders content, freaking check that stuff out. I didn't see any new stuff from Nirvana other than something they did a day ago. I know if you haven't already checked out the Brian McClay show with Al Stein, definitely freaking check that out. Make sure you hit those freaking likes. And if you think that we're okay and deserve your freaking patronage, please give us a like as well. Definitely appreciate it. Or at least comment, hey man, fuck you, go fuck off. That's good to you, man.
I get those comments.
It's all good, man. But yeah, definitely please stay safe out there, and let's just have fun. And just remember, these are all just funny pages. Out.
For each man in his time to take, until he walks along the beach and sees his future in the water, along like arms within his reach. I haven't needed a book to walk.
Sometimes men take matters into their own hands.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
As you guys know, it is Drunken